adventurers, my name is Maximus, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 75th episode of Couches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons & Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Virtual Spectre, and moobs like Jagger from the GG and crew. Mac will not be joining us this evening, but she'll be back next week. And for some reason in my notes, I typed Mac will not be joining us this morning, but it's definitely not morning at all.
For someone,
I guess. But she's not here tonight or in the morning. Oh, why did I write that? That threw me way off. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. And if you are watching on Twitch or YouTube, I very much thank you. But if you are on Twitch, you could also open us up on YouTube, like and subscribe over there, or vice versa, because it does help us out on both ends of the spectrum, both sides of the coin, both ends of the tube. It helps us on both ends of the tubes. So thank you all very much for tuning in to us live, but also for our podcasts, which if you haven't seen, they're everywhere podcasts are sold, on Spotify, Anchor, Apple, like I think every podcast service we're on there. We're almost up to 2,050 plays already. So thank you all so much for listening to our podcast. And It's not only episodes anymore, it's also the Out of Combat. If you don't know what Out of Combat is, well, every Thursday it releases at around noon. And that's where some of the cast talk about the previous episode, as well as anything else previously from the entire campaign. So if you want a little fun insight into what goes on in the brains of the players or me as the DM, it's a super fun little show. Nice little 20-25 minute jam-packed full of fun stuff. So yeah, I like it. It's probably my favorite format that we do of things.
Me
that we
too,
do
actually.
Anyway.
I also really enjoy doing it because then we can, because normally we don't really have time to discuss things like that. And yeah, so it's super fun. I like listening in on people's thought process when we go through things.
Yeah, because we try to keep it more immersive during the game, so there's not a whole lot of time during the game to get like what the player is thinking versus like what the character is thinking, because it is different and it can be different. But anyway, aside from that, we do also have our shorts that are on YouTube as well as TikTok and everywhere else. So go watch those. Our last one hit, I think, 1,000 views on YouTube. On YouTube Shorts, so
nice.
That was pretty nice. They're funny. That's what we released. They're funny. Moves is great at editing them, and I can't believe some of the shit that y'all say. But aside from that, I'm gonna keep saying that's my new segue. Aside from that, every time in a row, I need more segues. Let me write that down. You can also check out our Patreon.
I got a segue for you.
Sure.
Hey, this is a segue. You guys should go and check out our website. You can find links to our Patreon and also our merch store, where you can buy cool things like this notebook that I used to take notes on everybody's eye colors for this campaign. If I didn't have this, we wouldn't know what eye colors anybody had. We've also got mugs and shirts. What was that about Patreon, Max?
Check it out. I was in the middle of drinking some drinking there to go check it out. We release all of the podcasts early out on Patreon. We also have a tier where you get the weekly zine of Vin's. It's called Whispers, where you get some of the insights into her character and releases little tidbits out there and nice drawings. And also there's a tier that will allow you to create an NPC in my world, where I guess I will say at this point, no official, but I feel like at this point, if you become one of the platinum patrons, you're gonna be making an NPC in campaign 2 more than likely. So secrets, there's gonna be a campaign 2. So
I was going to say, did you just drop that info just now?
I sure did.
Wow, you heard it here first, folks.
There will be a campaign 2, and my wheels are turning rapidly.
I've already got a character, kind of.
Do you? Well,
Slightly.
We'll see about that. No, I'm kidding.
Might have to roll a new one tonight. No.
Yeah. His name is Pal Can.
Pal Can.
No, just Can.
Just Can.
Just Can.
No. It's Valcant is the new character.
But real Brad Pitt.
Yeah, the real Brad Pitt. He's
I was
more
gonna
of an
say code
Antonio
name,
Banderas,
Matt
probably.
Damon. Oh yeah, it's a cool.
Mm-hmm. If he's the cooler brother, anyway. Oh man. Anyway, I think that's all I need to talk about. Other than thank you very much for watching. And if it was your first time, or if you've forgotten, all of our alerts are silent. And I almost said but deadly, which is a totally different thing. We do see all of your follows and your subscriptions and all that fun stuff, but we take D&D extra serious. We want to do a fantastic show for you all, but we do see the support. We see it in the chat. We see it in our hearts. But without further ado, I almost said with further ado, which is the opposite of what I wanted to say. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and settle in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice returning to the city of Gordek after their delve into the ruins of Golem Aldur. They made their way to Icewatch to report back to the chieftain, Magnus Helmgrim. The party informed the Frost Giant the fate that befell their dwarven trade partners. Satisfied by their reports, Magnus dismissed the group, allowing them to go wherever they pleased in the city. From there, Sweet Justice went to speak with Zarlug Tusk of the Tusk Syndicate to return his previously lost shipment of black pearls in exchange for information about Valken's mysterious sword. Zarlug initially tried to withhold information from the group, but Valken was able to persuade him otherwise, as they had made a deal for that exact information. So Zarlug told Valken that he had previously seen this sword over 25 years ago. He described a man with sandy blonde hair wearing robes not too dissimilar to what Valken was wearing, as well as an elderly halfling woman standing at the shores of Lake Ragesh, just below the city of Gordek. He also saw the man throw that sword into the lake as they traveled south and away from the city. After fishing the sword out of the water, Zarlug was able to sell this item and jumpstart his business ventures. He also mentioned he saw the same couple of people around 15 years later. They were seen around the lake once again, looking for something in the water. Perhaps it was a sword. The pair went into Gordek and began asking sort of vague questions about the blade in the lake, but they didn't find the answers that they were seeking. When Zarlug last saw them, headed to the frozen norths towards the Moldor mountain range. Bryn used sending to attempt to get answers from Zunde about these two occurrences that were most likely her and Valken's former sensei Gin. But Zunde was purposefully tight-lipped about the situation. This led the party to go into the frozen wastes themselves to find their own answers. So far, the group has spent several days in the north, and that is where we'll begin our adventure this evening. And I believe this is after your battle with the sort of 6 or 8-legged badger creatures.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah,
you have
totally.
made it to about a day's travel from the Moldor Mountains. So, what do you do for the rest of this day?
It's the same day as when we fought them.
It is.
I mean, Bryn just wants to nap after that.
Take a short rest.
I think we should find a place to set up the Bryn's tiny hut, whatever it's called.
Sure.
Take a little rest.
What time of the day is it?
I think at this point, it's up to you, but and all the time's not up to you. Sorry, I got ahead of myself in my brain. You fought these creatures around midday, so you have some traveling ahead of you. If you'd like, you can continue for the rest of your travel day and sort of set up camp like you normally do, and end the evening.
Yeah,
I don't know about you. I feel well rested. I could travel for a bit, but if you want to camp, we can camp.
We should travel more, and then once the sun starts going down, we can prepare for camp. We have a lot of ground to cover.
Sound good?
Okay.
But
Very
if
well.
we find Ice Lake, then Ron has to do some fishing.
I'll keep an eye open.
So you continue for the rest of the day until the sun starts to get low in the sky, which is relatively early, being in the winter. So you can set up for the night. Bryn can use her magical hut, her tiny hut, to keep you all safe from the elements and from the creatures lurking in the nights here. And on this evening, it's relatively uneventful. You're able to get your full night's rest, and it is now the 22nd of Primus. And in this point, you are in the far reaches of the north, on this continent, in the dead of winter, essentially. There is no time that it is colder than it is currently.
Are we eating the
this
fish
world.
that Ron caught?
Yep, and I will say, especially for this journey, every night that you spend out here, you mark off a ration because you cannot easily find them.
How many rations should we have marked off by now?
4.
4, okay.
Yeah, but are we using those or fish?
If it's however you want to divvy up your rations, whether it's store bought or fish or other things, that's up to you.
How many?
Will the fish go bad first? You know what I mean?
I'm not worried about that. You can. Ron's an expert fisherman. He's obviously cleaned them and salted them, and
So we have pickled them in brine,
Yeah,
and they are
pickled
very
fish.
extra delicious. Yum.
Oh God!
Very good. It is
Bryn's favorite.
food of my people.
Did we say how many days worth of fish did I catch? Should I roll for something? I guess amount wise, like meal wise.
I don't remember when you fished.
Like kind of when we had some downtime.
Yeah, we had downtime because we were that next to the lake in Gordek.
How many days did you spend fishing?
I want to say 3.
Roll 3d6.
All right.
And add a +1 to each roll.
+1, so 16.
That's how many fish you got.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go through the fish first, and then the rations don't spoil, so we're good.
So you're flush with fish.
So I should. And how many days?
4. So that's all your fish.
Yeah, that's all the fish. All the fish is gone.
Well,
Oh,
that was
man.
amazing.
So there you go. With that being said, it is now a new day. Who would like to roll a d10 for me?
Valkan would like.
Very well.
Oh. Okay. Let me find the spaceship.
I love that. That's the name of d10 now. Is the spaceship dice.
Can that be a T-shirt? Let me find my spaceship. And it's just a D10.
Write it down.
So hold on, let me find my spaceship. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay. I need you all to roll a Constitution check with advantage.
+3 for you, get peoples. $24.
With +3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
10.
10.
Net 20 for a 26, 7, 8, 29. I am doing great.
Wowee.
This is my element. I feel like I'm back home. I'm gonna go skinny dipping in this ice water. Not a problem.
I do have shoes. Did they help me?
What do the shoes say? I've already forgotten.
If it's cold, I'm not cold.
What do they say? What do they really say?
The TLDR.
Oh my god!
I have resistance to cold damage. Difficult terrain like ice or snow doesn't matter. I can tolerate temperatures as low as -100 if I have winter clothes on.
So you're fine. these don't matter for you then. It's not that quite that cold
Sweet.
until you get to the mountains.
Thanks, Brad.
All right. So all of you are fine currently. And you make your way. But on this day, the snow really starts to come down. Your movement is slowed. It is a full-on blizzard. Visibility is 5-10 feet in front of you, maybe. And it's going to last you for 5 agonizing hours.
Oh,
So this
Oh,
this
just
Oh, I
trek.
thought you were gonna say days. I was freaking out.
You'd be buried.
Just like old times, huh, Bryn?
Yeah, this is a familiar experience for us, no? After we first met, we actually there was blizzard. We didn't have anything to eat except for some like crackers. And I remember you told me fishing stories to keep our minds awake. I fell asleep in 2 seconds.
Crackers were so dry, Ron's mouth was just like desert sand.
Those were very bad crackers.
That sounds awful.
Well, you know, we're alive because of it, so not
Oh.
so bad in the grand scheme of things.
Builds character, you know? Now we have fun stories to tell about how we got trapped in blizzard and had to survive on nothing but crackers.
So are we
It's a
like,
funny story.
We're still traveling, right? We're just
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
if we had like hold up somewhere.
It's up to you all. It's arduous. You have the gear for it. It's just you're moving about half as fast as you normally would, which is
Oh,
about
yeah.
half. It's about a quarter fast as normal conditions because you're already in the snow. So it's just sort of
Yeah.
very arduous.
Can't leave
not a
them
pleasant
behind.
experience.
Okay.
I've lost some of my notes on things, but that's okay because I copied them. Perfect.
here we carry on.
Mhm.
Yep. One foot in front of the other. But boy, does it suck.
Yeah. So you make it about as far as you can. Where you were normally, you thought you were about a day from the base of the mountains. You're less than halfway there now. So you might get there at the end of the next day. So the sun's getting low. The blizzard is holding for a full 5 hours. It stops. You have maybe a couple hours left in your travel to make up some of that time.
We have
But-
the map with all the caves in the area, right?
Yep, in the mountains.
Okay. I want to start just like anytime we have downtime, be like studying maps to see like what seems like a likely place for 2 crazy old monk people to meet up. And I'll
You
show
can-
Valkan too, because I don't think VS knows we found these maps. So we found maps from the cartographer that died of this area, and there's all these. Oh yeah, the cartographer died.
There was a halfling cartographer named Jillian and their white dragonborn guard named Kurak that you came across months and months and months ago that seemed like they barely knew what they were doing up here in the northern wilds. You met them further south, but you came across them just outside of Gordek that had frozen solid. They have succumbed to the elements.
Mm. It's like those Mount Everest hikers.
Yeah, but I talked to them and asked them if we could take all their stuff, and they said that was okay.
You talked to them when they were dead?
Oh, yeah, Bryn can commune with
Oh yeah, it's a
Talk to the spirits.
little ability I have. I have it from this item that I got at some point that I don't remember, and it lets me talk to dead. I can talk to plants too, actually, Ron. Can probably talk to them better than you can.
Really?
I don't know.
Usually it's very one-sided with Ron. They listen to Ron. Maybe they sway in the wind. It could be yes, could be no.
Well, you should try it and see if they give me different answers from you, but I don't really see any plants, so you know.
Well, yeah, there's no plants here.
Yeah, I don't see any.
Oh, okay.
Stone speakers crystal. I can
They're very
also
friendly,
speak
Falcon.
with animals.
No need to, be scared of Bryn.
Oh yeah, they were not like undead. They were definitely just dead.
Could have reminded them that they're dead and they should stay dead.
Oh, I told them, hey, you are dead. Is there anything I can do, like pass a message on to your loved ones, finish any unfinished business for you? What is your favorite food? That sort of thing.
And just stay where you are and don't move.
Oh, well, they can't move after spell ends. They just sort of go, and then they die again.
It's very graphic.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool, actually.
So these maps. Are we
Well, here,
Oh, yeah.
look, there's all these caves marked on it where anyone could, hide out up here. But I figure it would be somewhere pretty far off beaten path if they don't want to get found out by bandits. So I don't know, which of these do you think would look like somewhere your master would go?
Yeah, what does your monk instincts tell you?
Yeah. Monk instincts. Good. Very good.
For those of you studying the map, make a survival roll.
Oh, okay.
okay?
11.
Survival.
9.
Hey, 21.
21. So, Ron, you're looking at the map and you're having a hard time of like reading their sort of. They're like, everyone has their own way of writing things, like notes and things like that. You're having a hard time looking in to see like, what is this? Is this supposed to be a cave? No, that's just another mountain there.
Is it like when a doctor assigns you a prescription and you have no idea what these hieroglyphics are?
Exactly. Yeah, you're not a cartographer. You don't know the standard symbols for this is a cave. There's no legend on here. Bryn, you can kind of make it out. You're like, okay, these are mountains. These are places they've been. But Valken, you're sort of looking at this, and you're thinking of it of the frame of like, okay, if I was going into the mountains, right, way up here where life is hard to sustain, you look at these sort of dots of caves on the map and think to yourself, if these two sort of bumbling idiots came across these caves, if you were going to hide somewhere, you're probably not in those places. So these caves don't necessarily tell you places to look. They tell you places that aren't worth looking, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And you can
Wow.
sort of see that there's a clear pattern of sort of, they took an easy path, to get through here, and you see sort of caves and stuff, but you see pretty visibly, and there's a rhyme and reason to where there's a point where you really can't climb much higher and sort of survive. Think of like what you brought up, Mount Everest type things, but you see a noticeable sort of pocket, an area where they didn't travel, which might lead you to want to look there first.
So there's like an area of the map where there is nothing drawn in because we haven't been there, so there's still fog of war sort of area.
Sure.
Got it.
I will relay those thoughts of mine verbally to the rest of the people.
And that's because you rolled fucking incredible. So
I have a +1 to survival and I rolled a 20, so
nat 20. Perfect.
Very well done.
Perfect. That's the second nat 20 of the night already.
Yeah,
Dice
we're
are on
wasting
fire.
them early.
I wouldn't say you're wasting them because you have a clear direction to go now. Think of how long you could have been wandering
That's true.
In the mountains.
That's true.
looking at these places. So we'll see what
It's true.
happens. But you, of course, I'll assume that you've come to the end of your day here. You've set up your tiny hut. You've pulled out the map outside of the elements in the safety of this sort of warm little witch hut, basically, is what you've made out of your tiny hut.
Is it
So-
like a TARDIS situation?
Oh, you weren't
Oh,
here
no.
when she
Yeah, it
described
is-
it.
So I chose how it looks on the outside, but from inside it just looks like transparent bubble we can see through. So we can see anyone approaching. But from outside it looks like a little tiny cottage with thatched roof, and it looks very warm with some little windows with like warm light coming out, and it smells like somebody's maybe oh no, it doesn't smell on the outside, it only looks. And then there's two little chicken feet sticking out from bottom of hut, sticking into snow. But on the inside it looks like just clear bubble, but it is very warm, like we are sitting next to a nice fire, and it smells like somebody is cooking like fresh bread, like an herby bread.
Good. I feel like based on the appearance, isn't there like a story or something?
Oh, well, you have heard.
Might have come across something. I don't know.
Sorry, I was eating my rations. Tell us the story that you heard, Vulcan.
Oh, it was in a book or something. I don't know. I think it was a bad place. Like you don't want to go to the place that has the chicken feed.
Oh, it is a story of old woman who lives in woods, and if you could make deals with her, and she will give you magic for what you need. It is only bad if you try to make a bad deal, or are not prepared to pay.
I thought the thing was it was always a bad deal.
No, I mean, it is all about perspective. The people who got a bad deal, of course, are going to go off and say they got a bad deal, you know? But it is their fault for not making good deal.
Don't you have to like trade something with her though? Like you have to give her your soul.
Nothing is free. Nothing in life is free. Oh, you don't have to give soul. Why would she want your soul? Useless.
She's
Why would anyone buy chicken feet?
She's a witch. Or...
Well, she doesn't sell chicken. Oh, she might sell chicken feet if that's what you want. That probably won't cost you anything other than money, though.
Anyway, this is kind of neat,
We had
huh?
pickled chicken feet. Pickled chicken feet are pretty good, actually. Anyways, this is my hut. I made it out of magic. Very impressive, no?
It's neat. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, if I learn more wizard magic, I could decorate inside as well. I could make look like library. I could put a little fishing pond in it for Ron. I could give you like a little dojo area to train, but I'm not really that advanced yet, but I am trying.
Wait,
Could you make
real or magic fish?
It would be a magic fish, but it would be like you were really fishing.
Could you make one of those
We cannot eat
those
fish.
Well, I might be able to eat them actually, because you can create food with magic.
You ever seen those tables where like
Mhm.
there's a blanket over the table and you
Mhm.
put your feet under the table and you sit under the blanket and there's like a heating stove in the middle of the table?
Why would you put a
And you
stove
can
in the
just-
table? It will catch on fire.
No.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle and you cook stuff on the table or heat
Okay.
stuff up. And you can eat at the table, you can sleep at the table.
So you want a heated
eat and
table
sleep.
with a
And your legs.
blanket.
Your legs are warm all the time.
You never eat where you sleep. You're always very messy.
Yeah, I don't understand. This sounds like a very bad plan.
That's the point of the table though.
You want a place where you can go from eating straight to sleeping and never get cold. That is magic I have never heard of.
Oh.
And I've heard of lots of magic.
Well, you should look into the idea. Seems fun.
I will try to study this for you, Valkan, and then it will be Bryn's magic heated food table for sleeping and eating. We'll
Yeah.
work on name later.
It's a great name. Tells you
Oh.
exactly what you want.
Okay. Good. I will work on this.
So is this gonna be like are we long resting?
Yep. This is the end of the day now.
We
at this
keep
point.
talking like this, we are.
This is the end of the day.
On-
You've traveled
we'll-
all along, and this is the end of your second. So this will be
I was gonna
another ration
cast,
marked off.
create food and water.
All right.
Ooh.
And it's because we're in here, we don't need a watch, or
Unless you want one.
I mean, nothing can come in, but something could sit outside until spell ends. You know what I mean?
how long does it last?
So,
8 hours, I
Uh,
believe.
Yeah, 8 hours, so probably enough to get to sleep.
That's good enough.
Yeah, I mean, a wizard could get in probably.
I only need 4, so
It's not bad ideas for someone to be on watch, I suppose, but it's not
how about
necessary.
this? We all sleep. I'll do my thing, and then once I'm done with my thing, I'll watch the remainder.
Okay, then we'll at least have heads up if anyone's outside.
Yeah,
Sounds
sounds-
good.
That's the plan.
All right. Make a perception check for your watch.
Okay. Ooh. 25.
25. So you are keeping watch here. You can see that, this dome on the inside, the lights are dimmed now so they can sleep, so it's not bright in here. And you're sort of just watching out. It's comfortably warm in here. After your trance, you don't see anything stirring really. And you sort of look up at the sky and see this beautiful aurora polaris. You can see the reds, greens, and blues stretching across the sky, like the northern lights.
What's an aurora polaris?
It's like the northern lights.
Thought it was aurora borealis.
I'm sure it's that somewhere.
Belarus?
Maybe in a different universe. It's probably then.
Well, we have a different name for it where I come from. Sorry, I
Yeah,
did
it's
not understand.
Sure, it's a shame that Bren and Ron are missing this, huh? This is neat. I guess I'll sit there and take in the sights for the rest of the time.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's breathtaking. Things that you would normally not see anywhere else on the continent. And you all had seen it previously before, last time you were up here. But you sort of see the colors fade as the sun starts to rise and bring light back over. The frozen wastes. At this point, you think you will reach the foot of the Mulder mountain range this day. So everyone's up and awake. I would like another D10 from somebody.
All right, spaceships away.
Spaceships away.
1.
Okay. So as you're traveling, it's still snowing, but it's light snow. It's not hindering you in any way. It's very sort of pleasant travel compared to when it was a blizzard outside. And as you're making your way towards this just mountain range that pierces into the sky itself, you see a large herd of caribou, probably about 80 or 90, probably about a few hundred yards to your right. You're sort of digging in the snow, trying to find what little plant life they can, and sort of migrating to the south.
Oh, look at that. A good source of hides, fur, and meat.
Are you gonna go hunting?
Oh no, there's too many. Very dangerous.
Ah,
You have to find one straggler or on its own, otherwise the herd will come and protect the one and stampede you. It's very, very nasty.
Yeah, we need like full hunting party with some hunting dogs, you know. Should have brought a bleepus. I bet they're good at hunting. Still don't think Bryn knows what a bleepus does. Or looks like.
I described it last time.
Yeah, my brain wasn't able to figure it out.
It's
Are they like a cow?
Yeah,
Mmm,
ox.
mmm. Should have brought one, then we could eat that if it gets too cold.
Those okay. Ron can summon 45 pounds of food every night. Not a big problem.
Yeah, but no offense, Ron. That food doesn't really taste.
Yeah, it's magic
Hmm.
food, very bland, but full of nutrition. You get a lot of protein, vitamins, fibers.
Mm,
Yeah, it's
Sure.
very, very healthy.
sure.
It's better than brined fish.
Hey, you take that back.
And it's
Pickled
good
fish
for
is
24
delicious.
hours.
Uh,
4 of us cannot go through 45 pounds of food. There's so much food.
I mean, I think Velcan could try. I've seen him
what's
eat.
that? Just add some.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
Jumping on top of things burns lots of calories, you know?
Yep. Running really fast.
Hmm.
Climbing up walls.
All right, well, let's get going.
In case you've forgotten, a Catoblepus looks like a cross between a buffalo, a warthog, and a hippopotamus with a spiked tail that looks reminiscent of a dinosaur.
Yeah,
covered
I
in,
still
like, matted
can't.
fur.
I can't figure that out. That was not
And
helpful.
they smell horrible.
That part I could have guessed, but the rest of it, I can't figure that out. I'm gonna need to see a picture later.
So as you continue onward, you finally do reach sort of the base of the Moldor mountain range. The terrain has started to increase in elevation rather rapidly, and you reach sort of the base of where it's starting to be a climb for you all. And you make your way, you find like a small escarpment, a good enough place to sort of plop down your hut. And as you're sort of getting ready to set up camp, get things ready, you see a sort of dim light more moving towards you all. And it makes your way, they're about, at this point, 50 feet from you. They've come around the corner of this escarpment, and they're holding a torch in hand. And at first, they just look like a human up here with hides, furs, sort of enduring the elements. And then you realize it's like you took a human and just made it bigger. They're some sort of giantkin. They have long, sort of gangly limbs and a long face.
Everyone get down.
And they move towards you all, and they sort of hold their torch up and say, care to share camp?
Reveal your name.
As I say, I nudge Ron since he's the tallest of us.
Sorry, say that one more time. I missed it.
Reveal your name.
All right, I see. Kimra. What's your name?
This one is Ron.
What about the rest of your people?
I am Bryn. Bryn Hildotter.
What did he say? Is he
Kimra.
speaking common? Oh. I'm Valken.
You wouldn't mind if I stay with you all, would you?
You do
Before he
mine,
gets-
actually.
Closer, I want to whisper to Valkan. They warned us there are lots of bandits in these parts.
Yep. I'm already looking for signs of others.
So as you're talking to this person, and he's got a torch, but it's like a very low lit torch. And he's coming around trying to speak to you, and you see just to the right of them, you don't see, but you hear a creature or something rustling around in the woods.
advise you to stay where you are. And
Stay where I am. What kind of hospitality is that?
not here to provide hospitality.
I mean, the least you could do is give me some dinner.
I'll toss him a ration. Like the shittiest one I have.
Mm-hmm. He looks at it. What else you got? He smiles, a sort of toothy grin.
Oh, that is it, friend.
I have this hammer that will bash your skull in. You do not leave.
Well, that's not too nice now, is it?
I'm gonna say I have this, and I'm gonna cast. Can I cast magic? I want to cast a cantrip, but not like on him. Could I cast Green Flame Blade just as like a show of force?
Sure.
Like just cast it on my javelin to be like, we know magic, motherfucker.
Sure.
As she does that, I'll say, maybe you can get something to eat from one of your friends.
So as you light your spear up, and he sort of looks at you, Valken, and looks in the direction that you have heard, you also hear pebbles, rocks falling off of the escarpment to your back. And he looks at you and says, "Well, that's the problem. I think I'd rather have you for dinner." Roll initiative, everybody.
Uh-oh.
It's not for eating.
Ooh, nat 20, which is 20.
Jeez. And if you haven't opened up Forge yet, go ahead and do that because you're gonna need it.
I have a.
What you are seeing in now that it's all in
18.
plain view here is this is a giant kin known as a Verbeeg.
What?
Verbeeg.
Very
I've
big.
never heard of that. Very big. Oh my god,
Very
really?
big. They are large size, so they are bigger than you, Ron. But they look like a tall, gangly human with a really long face.
They're kind of cool looking.
Slenderman. I got a 9 for initiative.
All right, and I will get this all set up. You got a 9. What about you, Ron?
20.
That's right, you told me. My bad.
Oh, that's all good. You got a lot of things going on.
Bryn,
18.
18. Very well. Ron, you're first.
All right, this guy is 60 feet away. Ron's gonna cast Bless on the party
Very well.
using the beads of prayers.
You all are hashtag blessed.
Okay.
That's a
That's
D4 to attack and saves.
D4.
It's gonna get up 5, 10, 15, move 20. Yeah, 15.
How long does blessed last?
Lasts for 1 minute.
Got it. Very well. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Gotcha. All right. Up next. None of you can see where this is coming from, but you do hear where this is coming from. And up from atop this escarpment, which is about a good 25 to 30 feet tall, a natural one. So you see a spear sticking out of the ground beside you, Valken. And another one that goes down to your feet, Bryn. Then another at your feet, Bryn. And then one that does hit you, Bryn.
I'll use my feature to add 2 to the AC.
What's your
Does it
total
still
AC?
hit? That would be 22 total.
It's what they got, so they rolled 22.
So it still hits. Okay. And that's my reaction for the turn.
You take 17
Holy moly.
piercing damage.
Oh shit, that hurt. Oh, Ron, does it look okay? Does it look bad? No,
Fine.
don't.
It's fine.
Don't,
It's
don't tell
fine.
me. Don't tell me.
And you notice the sheer size, like this, like your spear is you know, or when you use a spear, you have more of a javelin now, sort of in between. But this is a spear for a large creature. Alrighty.
Shoot.
And it came from this direction.
And it's hard to see mostly because it's dark, right?
It's dark and it's up high.
Okay.
Alright. What do you do, Bryn?
Oh, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast. Sorry, I'm looking at to make sure things don't all have concentration. I think. Yeah, they do.
That these two are sort of revealed here on the edge.
I cast mirror image
All right.
on myself.
So
And
three Bryns.
yep, I'm also going to use my big Bryn energy bonus action. So 3 big Bryns.
Is mirror image is not concentration, correct?
Correct. I just had to double check for next turn.
Do you want to see all 3 of your Bryns in the map?
I mean, not necessary unless you just
Perfect.
really want to.
Nope. That's fine with me. All right, you have 3 big Bryns around you.
If you
Anything
could
else?
put a marker or something on me just so that I don't forget, though. That'd be awesome.
Sure.
Thank you. But yeah, otherwise I'm just like the number 3 or something. Or 2 for 2 mirrors. I don't know.
Sure.
That way when one goes, I'll remember. And then that's my turn. Oh no, I mean I'm just gonna point my javelin up at the cliffside. My javelin that's still just for thematic, I'm gonna say still like got a little bit of the green fire on it, and I'm just gonna say we have killed many larger than us before. I would run while you have the chance. Or this little guy is going to jump on your head and bash it in.
Very well. Up next, this is what you'd heard in the woods, Valken. There is a warg in the woods that's going to make their way this way. And they are quick.
They're big too.
They're the size of the Verbigs are also large.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry, I meant to move 1 space closer to my friends. Is that too late?
Go for it.
Okay.
And this warg is going to try and bite you, Ron.
All right.
I would like to provide disadvantage with my shield.
And it misses. Is that your reaction to do so?
Yes, so I've
Right.
used that now.
Up next, Falcon. You got a big, ugly warg in front of you.
I do. So what I'm gonna do is, there's that description here. Okay. Take out the sword, and see the sword gets enveloped by black, sort of shadowy energy, and then I do what you see me do before. It looks like I bring the sword into myself, and the shadow disappears inside me, and I bring the sword back out, and I'm gonna do the power within.
You are hasted. You have all the funness of haste cast upon you. That's your bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to then I guess I'll take some attacks against this warg here.
Okay.
Don't forget your bless bonus.
Okay. So it's a lot.
Okay.
21 plus 9.
That hits. A
Okay.
30 to hit. That definitely
Yeah.
hits.
Okay. Damage then.
Damn near everything in the book, probably.
That's gonna be. Ooh, that's gonna be 15 damage on that one.
15 damage. It is not looking as confident as it did. It ran up at great speed and sort of bit at Ron, just snarling at you, and you just slice it with your sword, and then you see just blood spill all over the snow.
They follow up with another precise strike.
Go for it.
Hopefully. Yeah. Natural 20.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hot dice. Go for it.
Okay. So that's double the dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get these too often, so I have to remember.
2 spaceships.
Yes. Yeah. That's 17.
How do you win this warg?
Whoa.
As soon as it runs up and snaps at Ron, Falcon just does 2 lightning quick strikes. I guess both of them across the throat in like a different direction. Just open it up so it drops and dies.
Forming sort of an X pattern, and just or a V for Valken. A V right in the throat, and just spills out and just crumples into the snow.
And then I will.
Mhm.
After that happens, I will point the bloody sword towards the gangly guy off over there and say, "Still hungry?" And that's it.
Next, you see, not quite yet. Another one of these sort of circling around
Oh.
you all. And this thing moved about as quickly as you can. I guess I should have asked if there's anything else you wanted to do, by the way, before I did that, but that's okay. Because I think you still have a hasted action and a bonus action if you wanted it.
Yeah, I do. Well, no, I don't have a bonus, but I do still have one
That's
more
right,
hasted.
you have a hasted action.
So
he's not here yet. Pretend they're not.
What do I want to do? You know what? I wouldn't be me if I wasn't climbing on stuff. I think I'm going to use my sweet monk wall climbing skills, and I'm gonna. You said it's like 25, 30 feet.
25 to 30 feet.
Okay. I want to do that.
Sure.
So,
You gonna run straight up there?
yeah, straight up from where I was. So we'll say what, 35 total to get up there.
And you will be about right here.
Okay.
And you see 3 more verbigs at the top here.
Okay.
And since they're revealed, then I will remove these walls. So
It's kind of like, as I get to the top, I shout down, more up here than I thought. And I'm gonna, I guess I'll go for the guy closest to me then.
okay, go
With
for
my
it.
with my hasted. Okay. We'll go.
They all seem to be carrying spears. Couple carrying shields.
That is going to be an 18. Hit.
An 18 does hit this one. This one is not carrying a shield.
Cool. Damage. 10 damage to that guy.
10 damage.
I just kind of stand in front of him, twirling the sword.
Alrighty. Up next, as I mentioned before, Warg circling around, that's all it's going to do. Up next, this gentleman that is right beside you. It is going to try and shove you. So make either athletics or acrobatics.
Let's see which one's better. Oh, for sure. I'm gonna do acrobatics then. Do I get anything on this run? Am I too far away from you?
You were definitely too far
you're
away.
Okay.
You're still blessed, but yeah, you still get the D4, but nothing for AC.
Oh, it works on this too. Cool. Acrobatics.
Oh, not acrobatics though. Just saves and attacks.
Saves and attacks. So this is a contested shove.
Gotcha. Okay. Eh,
They got
I'm
a
going.
21.
Yeah. He's gonna like shove me.
Okay, so you come up and you swing and you get purchased and he's holding his spear and he goes and just takes his hand that's like as big as your chest. Think like if you've seen, I can't think of the name of the movie. Is it Game of Death with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee? It's like when he kicks him, his foot is like his entire torso. In that old kung fu movie, he just takes his hand and just palms your entire chest and just shoves you, which sends you tumbling backwards off of the escarpment here.
Catch me, Brent.
And I need you to make an acrobatics check to see if you fall prone or not.
Okay.
And you'll be taking.
Can I catch him? Oh, I don't have a reaction, so most definitely not.
That's 14 on the acrobatics.
You sort of tumble backwards and sort of catch yourself and land.
Don't I have a thing? Hold on.
Do you?
I
Is it
do.
monk? Probably.
I have slow fall.
Mm-hmm. So you can choose to take. You can choose to use your reaction if you'd like to reduce your falling damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so they shove you and you fall backwards, and you sort of right yourself in the air, and then just sort of touch down with your one fist and in your feet, and you land, and you keep yourself from taking 12 falling damage. So they've shoved you. You've sort of rolled backwards and deftly landed, and they're gonna throw their spear at you on the way down.
Yeah.
And that is a 20.
They hit.
No, it's actually disadvantage now. It's a 15.
They don't hit.
All right, so the giant or the large spear just strikes beside you. Since you see them now and you know that they're there, they don't have if anything to cancel their long range with their spears. This is what's happening there. All right, up next, this gentleman, and he goes, and he sort of looks at you, Valken, and he's like, "Oh, you really shouldn't have done that. You really shouldn't have done that. You really shouldn't have done that." And they begin to change. Their
Oh.
arms elongate, cover with fur. Their face becomes more broad.
Oh no.
What?
And what you see before you let me get that light back on them as they drop their torch. Is a werebear.
What?
Is he bigger than a regular bear since he's like a giant?
Yeah, so normally
So
a
he's like a
werebear would
giant-
be medium. He's large size.
Whoa. I'm about to wrestle with a werebear, y'all.
And he just drops everything he was carrying. And is going to make their way towards you. I need to add them back into initiative. Since, I had to change what they look like and all that fun stuff, but...
Oh boy.
Yep, they're going to run. Towards you, Ron.
All right.
And is going to take 2 attacks. He's going to try and bite you. It's an 18
That's a miss.
and just crunches onto your shield. These large jaws. He's going to try and claw at you. An 18.
Negative.
So it just bounds forward on all fours and then gets back up and just bites and slashes at you. And there's no coordination to this. It is just pure animalistic instinct, and they're just trying to eat you, literally. Up next, Ron.
All right. Ron already told you. Ron is not for eating.
And Ron swings away with his mace. 25 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna smite. $26 damage.
26 damage.
Ooh.
As you smack it with your smite, and sort of looks at you and sort of just makes it angrier.
Ron screams back and hits him again with a second attack.
All right.
21 hit.
A 21 hits.
Ron's gonna smite again. $26 damage again.
All right. As you strike it, it staggers back a bit, but steps back up, ready to try and rip your head off your body, essentially.
And then Ron just looks at it.
Bring it.
Next, this one is going to throw his spear at you, Bryn. $20 total. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
All right.
No. I have the mirrors.
Oh, they have to roll a D. You have to roll a D20 to decide.
I have to roll a D20. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, I don't remember how it works very well. Okay, so I roll a D20. Yeah, so it's going to hit one of the duplicates.
All right. One of your duplicates is gone.
So I have 2 left.
He's gonna throw another, but we'll miss you.
Right.
All right. This next one is gonna throw one at Valken. And this is going to be a 16 to you, Valken.
Because I'm hasted, that does not hit.
All right. And then this one is an 18.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, and you've used your reaction for the slow fall, right?
Yeah.
You take 14 piercing damage.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
another large spear just clips at your side. All right, Bryn.
I'm going to cast my minute meteors, and I'm gonna Bryn's just gonna take some little beads and toss them in the air, and then they're gonna turn into these little orbs that have like runes floating around them, and they're gonna float over my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to I think I can do this. I'd like to use my fighter ability and do action surge.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to move here and attack this bear with my
Okay.
javelin. And that's going to be a 10 to hit.
Misses.
And then... Huh?
Forget
Oh,
your
right.
D4s for being blessed.
Right. I forgot. 12. Does that hit?
Misses.
Okay. And then I think because I'm doing another action, do I get my second attack?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll attack again. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. You stabbed the shit out of this werebear.
So he's going to take 5 damage,
Okay.
then a wound.
Uh-huh.
Then he's going to take an additional 6 damage because I'm Big Bryn.
Okay.
Then I would like to bonus action use a minute meteor on
Okay.
him. So then he will take... Hold on, I forgot what they do. Sorry, they're new. One of my meteors does... Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm casting those at 3rd level. And because I get 6 of them, that's plenty.
If you
And
throw it
then-
at him now, everything within 5 feet of him is going to take damage.
He's big, I can't like throw it at his backside. Like behind him.
You could, sure.
Yeah, it'll just like swoop around and hit him in the butt.
Makes a dex saving throw.
He has to make a dex saving throw. Yep.
Natural 20.
Okay, never mind on that one.
What is this? I want to see.
Man, and then that messed me up.
You can
Because I was
send one
gonna-
or two.
Oh, I can send 2. I'll send another one.
6.
Okay, so he's gonna take 5
Mhm.
fire damage.
Okay, that's full because he didn't save. So he is
And then-
taking fire damage from your minute meteor, of which you have 4 left. Make sure that you...
Oh, he saved on the first one, so he takes half.
No, you... Yes. So he took half the first time. Now
So I
you got me
should roll for that?
confused.
I'm confused. Should I roll for the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe they
So-
take half.
You're
So he would take 1 for the first one.
Okay. What else?
And
What
that
else do I
means-
have to do?
And that means I have 4 left. And then because he took wizard magic damage, I'm going to use power surge and he's going to take an extra 3 force damage.
Okay. What is Power Surge from?
It's a wizard thing.
How much power surge?
I just used one, and it's 3 force damage.
Perfect. All right, you're putting a dent in him. He looks bloodied at this point.
And that's literally all I can do. That was a lot.
Yeah, holy shit. You did a lot.
Okay. Like, I'm just, in case I die, I wanted to just get it all out there. Oh, and then I'm gonna spit and say I've fought bigger bears than you before. Yeah.
Bryn currently has little tiny, they look like meteors just orbiting around her, and she just sent 2 of them at this bear,
Ah, okay.
bursting
I was
into
wondering if
usually
she was
they're
like
like
calling it
runes.
from the sky or something. I was gonna be like, this is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
No, they're just like orbiting me, like.
Valken, your turn.
That's cool. Oh, okay. Well, they seem to be beating up the bear pretty good. You know what? I want to march right back up there
Uh-huh.
to the guy that shoved me off,
Okay.
and I want to slap him around a bit. So I'm gonna
Sure.
go here. We'll say what, like 35 or so.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna slide it over here so I can attack him. Maybe if the game or if this map lets me do that. Come on. There we go. Okay.
You're good. You're good. You were just lagging.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with the sword.
Go for it.
Still bust. Or.
Yep.
Okay. I slash him with a 21 total.
That hits.
Okay. Damage.
I don't know how much damage that is. Sorry. Could you repeat that?
Yeah. Fell out of my tray. That's gonna be 14 damage on that.
Okay.
And can I spend a key point to try and stun the guy? Just beat a 15.
Are you spending a key point so he has a con saving throw?
Yes. Yes, stunning strike.
Got a 25.
Dang it. Okay, that's fine. Attack number 2 going out then.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. Very good. Yeah, but Matt, it's high. 29.
That hits.
Okay. Damage. Ooh, boy, the damage. It's 16 damage on that one.
All right. Looking kind of hurt.
Mm-hmm. And hasted still, so I'll take a 3rd attack.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Give him another whack. Ooh, maybe not. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. Damage. Another 14 damage.
Okay. You're whittling this one down pretty hard.
Still got a bonus, right?
You do.
Let's keep hurting him. Key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
We'll keep going. For shoving me off a rock. Let's see. 19.
That hits.
Okay, damage is 11.
Alrighty.
Last one.
Looking hurt. Looking bloodied.
Last one is also a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
This blessed is coming in handy. And damage on that is 8.
Not too happy about all this. As you run up the side of this escarpment, swipe him twice with your sword, swipe again, and then just elbow and kick him, and just a literal flurry of martial arts attacks on this person that took them from looking pretty good to like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And you hear in your head, "You're welcome."
What? Oh.
It's
His
for me.
cursed sword.
That threw me for a minute too. I was like, who else is here?
All right, up next, this warg is gonna go.
No, my
and-
sword is DMing me.
is gonna make their way around and attack you, Bryn. That is 23 to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if it hits my mirror.
You have 2 duplicates. You roll your d20. What did you get?
That is 16. I think that
And
works.
one of your duplicates is gone.
Okay, down to 1,
Down to 1.
and I need. Okay.
And you see as it sort of rush around and grab your duplicate and just sort of try and slam it to the ground and just disappears. Up next, this one sort of sees you again and contemplates shoving and realize what happened when they didn't do their job last time. So they begin casting a spell.
Oh, are they now?
And they cast in this area.
Wait, I'm using counterspell.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, did I mess something up?
No,
no, you're fine. You're fine.
they
You
waste-
wanted him to cast a spell on you?
Well,
You also
I was-
can't see him from down there, by the way. though I
Oh, never
removed
mind
the wall.
then.
I was gonna
Never
hurt
mind.
him. Hurt
I
him
can't see
for
him.
doing it.
I'm glad that you had that little funny interjection because I remembered since I removed the wall so you could just see what's happening. But
Yeah, I
they're at
can't
the
see
top
it,
here.
so never mind. You're.
They're
I hope he kills you. Have fun.
But
Okay.
what he
I
is
mean,
going
what?
to do is cast a spell, not on you, Falcon, but is going to cast a spell with a 20-foot radius around this point. Up. There. And they've cast silence in that area. In this 20-foot radius, any creature or object entirely in the sphere is immune to thunder damage. Creatures are deafened while they're inside it, and casting a spell that includes verbal components is impossible.
And for doing that, he's gonna get a smack.
He's gonna get slapped.
Yeah. Or he's like, "Oh, don't do that."
I have a question. Could he have smacked him anyways, even if I'd counterspelled? Because it still eats a spell slot.
I don't know.
Okay, something we're not going to worry about. Got it.
I don't know.
Go
for it.
Yeah, the wording is kind of out. Anyway. Okay. Here we go. The hit is definitely going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 23 without my bonus.
Oh yeah.
And damage on that. 7.
7 damage. They
And he has to roll con, right?
passed their con save. I was just rolling it.
Dang it, that would have been awesome.
Well, hold on. I
Oh.
think because they have yeah, if they're trying to maintain concentration, they're at disadvantage.
They rolled higher in the second one. They barely made it, but they made it.
Dang it, that would have been so good. Just like, no.
So the battle's raging. This warg is like "Ah," and like swiping at your mirrors. Ron and a werebear are growling back and forth, and it's just there's nothing. You're mouthing. You can't hear like the clinking of metal against shield and against armor. It's just silence. It's like in a like completely sound deadened area. All
Oh,
right.
it's not. Is it? Like, can they not cast spells now too, or is it at a different kind of time?
They cannot cast spells that require verbal components, and they're all deafened in there. They can't hear anything.
Ah, that's cool.
He would have cast that first, but when you climbed up, he wanted to shove you real bad. So you kind of saved Bryn's meteors in her crazy turn. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to do it. All right.
Yeah.
Up next, the werebear, and just all you see, Ron, is just this, just and just silence. And it's going to swipe at you with its claw.
All right.
And that's 23.
Oh, yeah, that does it.
Does it hurt less because he can't hear it?
It probably hurts more.
Oh.
Because all you hear is like your heart beating in your ear. You take 15 slashing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right. It's a nat 1.
What's the total?
Oh, I got my D4. Hold on. Let me roll that too. So the Constitution save is 8.
Okay. Very well.
Oh.
You feel a werebear slashing at you and making purchase. They're going to try and bite at Bryn.
Gonna have to put Ron down.
Oh, he's gonna slash Bryn. I'm gonna use. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read Sentinel real quick.
Ooh.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your action to make a melee swing.
Okay. Bryn, it is a 23 to hit you.
You're not supposed to tell me.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay.
You have mirror image anyway, so you just roll a d20.
Yeah, I'll use that.
All right, Ron's gonna attack.
I made it, so that's gonna take the last mirror image
Just
instead of me.
Wipes the mirror image and
But
go
I
ahead
think
and
he can still
Ron.
attack. Yeah.
Okay, 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Ron's gonna. I'm gonna level 2 smite. Okay. 28 plus 5, so 33.
It's looking really hurt. Sort of looking worse for wear, bleeding through the snow, but you've enraged this creature, and they're at this point gonna go after you till it's done.
Paladins are crazy, man.
It's your turn, Ron.
Ron also answers back silently, going like, and then last swing with the mace. 30? No, 29 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Ron's just gonna smite again.
Okay.
9. 5 damage.
How much?
25.
Barely hanging on. You hit him with your mace and just see just a gouge, a mat of blood, fur, bone, and sinew just chunk taken out of their
All right,
flank.
last attack. For that's 18 plus D4. 22. To hit.
That hits.
Ron does 15 damage.
How do you end the werebear? Silently.
Silently, Ron is just screaming at this werebear, not knowing why we can't hear each other. And just right on the muzzle of the werebear just caves into its face.
Yep. Caves in, it falls to the ground, and then changes back to the Verbig that was speaking to you before. Anything else?
Just, Ron just hulks out. He's like, "Grrr." Oh well, not he doesn't. You don't hear him, but
All right.
that is all.
Up next is going to be this one, and they are going to move around. You'll have to excuse me because they can't go off the map. I'll just put them here. That's fine. And he's gonna stab you, Valken. So he's gonna try and stab you once. Oh, the natural one. It does not work. He's gonna try and stab you again. I rolled 2 natural ones in a row. Are you kidding me? We're not using that dice anymore. You're in dice jail. Up next, this other one. They're surrounding you. This one will try and stab at you with their spear and gets an 18 to hit, which you're hasted, right?
Yeah, 18's enough. So.
Oh, okay. $19 piercing damage.
Ow.
And they stab again, and that's a 23. 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that's their turn. Bryn. There is
Okay.
a warg there currently.
Yeah. I'm going to stab the warg with my javelin. I still have bless.
Yep.
17.
That hits.
Six damage and a wound.
Gotcha.
And I'll use my big brain damage for this turn. 3 more.
Alrighty.
And then I would like to try to shove it prone. And I've got advantage on strength, so.
It fails, whatever it is it got a 7,
Okay.
probably.
Nice. Yeah, I got 14 plus stuff.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shove it prone, and then I'm gonna attack it again with my javelin.
With
My
advantage.
second attack. $18,
It hits.
and it's gonna take 5 more damage. And then I'm gonna
Alright.
use my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still alive?
Yep. It's bloodied at this point.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to send a meteor. Question, do I have to see for those?
No. It's just as your bonus action, you just do it. You don't have to speak anything.
No, do I have to see the target?
You can see this one.
Because I would love it if I could hit both this one and this one. But I don't
cannot
think I
see
know
this
this
one.
one's here. Yeah.
No.
I'm going to send one at this dude I just knocked prone, and I'm going to send one at this dude up here.
The warg failed. And the Verbeeg also failed their dex saves, so they'll take max damage.
Okay.
As your swirling meteors just go off in 2 different directions.
So the first one on the wolf was 6 damage.
Okay. This
And then
one
the
is
other guy
burst into
was-
flames, destroying it.
The other guy was 6 damage as well.
Alrighty. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Valken.
So I got 3 dudes by me now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait. Is climbing up there possible if I had movement left?
Yep. It'd be difficult terrain, so you could get with 30 feet of movement, you would move 5 feet to here, and you would get 10 feet up the wall.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.
I'll note that I'm 10 feet up.
It's on the map.
Cool.
Valken.
Right. Okay. I will take another swing at the guy that I've already hurt really badly.
Mm-hmm. That one.
Yes. All right. Bless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's probably not going to hit. That's 14.
That hits. They don't have a shield.
Okay. Damage. 13 damage on that guy.
Alrighty. Are they always at disadvantage? Or just in that reaction? For concentration?
Oh, ooh, that's a good question. It just says When you damage a creature that is concentrating on a spell, that creature has disadvantage on saving throws. Sounds like whenever I damage it.
They saved.
Okay. And he's still standing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do my second attack then.
Barely at this point.
That's 18 hit.
Yes.
Right. Damage is 16.
16. Fails concentration and silence is dropped.
Okay. Why would you die though? All right. My hasted action now.
You say
Is
paladins are
tonight-
OP
Well,
amongst endless waves of barraging attacks.
He's also hasted, so
yeah, I have a special sword. 19 to hit.
it hits. You hear in your mind, a special sword for a very special boy.
Oh my.
It's getting
Creepy.
saucy today.
Yeah. I didn't see this part of the story coming.
Listen, we're not quite that close yet. He,
Oh my god, is he one of the swords from
8 damage.
yeah.
Boyfriend Dungeon?
This guy, you slash him once, he drops to a knee, and you keep slashing him, and then the last one goes sort of through, slashes him across the chest, and he falls. Is now dead.
Okay. Is my thing is slightly messed up. I'm seeing 2 of myself, so
It's okay.
am
You're
I right
here.
next to? Okay.
You're sandwiched in between him.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna take patient defense. I'm gonna spend a keep point for patient defense since I'm
Alright.
sandwiched in
Ron.
between the 2.
Why is that place?
30 feet.
Okay. Ron is going to move 10 feet. Bonus action, Misty Step to the top.
Perfect.
And then go to smack town on this giant.
Hmm.
The bucket.
Does a, what am I rolling? A 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, let me check how many spell slots that was. Ron's gonna smite this guy on the left. 24 damage.
Alrighty. Jesus. It's not what I wanted there. You just misty step your way up there and you just smash the shit out of him across his side, and he throws his shield arm over.
Alright, as his shield arm flows over, Ron's gonna do like a uppercut with the mace
Hmm.
for 24 hits. I'm just gonna regular hit it for 14 damage.
All right, he's looking pretty hurt at this point.
That is
Anything
all.
else? Okay, this one's turn. They look to both of you, sees you appear right in front of him, sees over half of their sort of band disbanded, and just says in giant, "Screw this!" and throws this, drops his shield and his spear and just takes off running.
My
Did he
sentinel
disengage?
will not allow it.
Right, try and hit him.
All right, I'm gonna try. All right.
He dropped his shield, so he has a
27
12
hit.
AC.
Oh, then I hit.
He doesn't go anywhere.
Ron hits him for 16 damage.
All right. He doesn't move anywhere, and his weapon and no weapon or shield, and just puts his hands like, stop. This
Not
one
going anywhere.
follows suit and goes, "I'm gonna get the fuck out of here," and drops his shield and his spear and goes to run.
Need more reactions.
Do you have a reaction, Valken, that you'd like to use? He's unarmed currently.
Valken's gonna let him go.
All right, he's gonna take off and dash. Actually, he can't because taking off your shield's an action, but he's gonna get away if you let him. Essentially,
I just want to yell after him.
yeah.
Yeah, tell all your friends not to mess with sweet justice.
Is that your turn, Bryn?
You.
All right.
And then I'll finish climbing up. That'll be my turn.
Yep. Valken.
Okay. I will, since we have this guy surrounded, I will say to him, now, if you play your cards right, we might just let you walk out of here. But if you want to make a problem for us, we can leave you in the snow like everybody else. So
I
how
don't want
about
no
it?
more problems.
Then perhaps you can be of assistance to us. How's that sound?
Anything you need, anything.
All right.
We can discuss more on his turn. Ron, what do you do?
Ron speaks in giant.
Do you yield?
I dropped all my shit. Of course I do. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
All right. We would like you to answer some questions we have.
Fine, whatever you want. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's all.
All right. At this point, we are going to be out of initiative. The one that you let go, Valken, is going to be gone. And the one that you currently have is being held up by all of you. And that's where we'll take our break. When we come back, it seems Sweet Justice is going to interrogate one of the Verbeeg ruffians here. So don't go anywhere other than to get some snacks and stretch your appendages. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes. BRB, everybody.
The appropriate appendages.
Appropriate appendages only. Stretched.
Falcon is a very aloof character. He loves nothing more than to lounge around and eat sweets and just kind of be chill and try to avoid any unnecessary entanglements, which kind of made his early life as a mercenary a little odd because, you know, he was very picky and choosy about the jobs he took. He basically wanted to do as little work as possible and get paid as much as possible. So he kind of found himself in some interesting spots. When Valken forms a relationship with other people, once he gets to know other people and can trust them and forms a bond, then Valken is willing to do whatever he can to help that person succeed, protect them in battle, whatever the scenario may be. Valken's gonna have their back. He is immensely loyal to his friends. What does Sweet Justice mean to Valken? It means friendship. He sees Ron, Bryn, Ben, all his friends, and he sees it as an opportunity to continue to do good in the world, because along with fighting for them, for each individual members, he's generally a good person, and he wants to do good by people, and Sweet Justice being a good aligned party, that it fits him. It's a great group for him to run with. He enjoys the company of the three other crazy individuals on his team, and yeah, he sees Sweet Justice as a potential force for good and a worthy vehicle for his particular skills as a monk. An opportunity to use that in order to do good deeds overall. And I think that's more or less, I think, how he sees Sweet Justice.
Bryn is from the far north. Bryn Hildoter. She's from a town of Augur, which is about as far north as you can get before you freeze to death. And as you can imagine, someone growing up in a place like that, she's really tough and strong, and she kind of does what she wants. I chose Bryn. I wanted to play a support fighter, which is a little bit of a weird thing, but I wanted to build something that would help the team. So she has protection fighting style. She has a lot of spells that help her with CC and just controlling things in melee. She has a little bit of healing. She uses her healing tonic, which is her medical kit, to top everyone off before and after fights. So everyone has to take a big swig of her homemade moonshine, essentially, if they want to get some healing. So she's a little bit of a weird mix of archetypes, because I wanted to specifically help the team, but not be a full support class. Valkan and Bryn are starting to form a good bond, I think, but they're just not the type to talk about themselves a lot. But whenever there's something that they don't like religion or some government types or rich people, they both just kind of are quick to blow that stuff off and go do their own thing. They're going to go take a nap or get a bite to eat. They're just more practical. So they definitely have that in common, which I think is fun. If I were going to describe Bryn in one word, I would say determined. She cares a lot about the things she cares about, and she will get them done. She doesn't take no for an answer. She doesn't listen to other people's opinions if she doesn't agree with them. She's just going to do what she thinks is right, and she's going to follow through with it, no matter what it costs, even if it costs her life. She doesn't really care. There are more important things in the world, and she's going to do it. Sweet Justice. Sweet Justice to Bryn means Sweet Justice is about doing what is right, helping those in need, making the world a better place, but also enjoying some delicious cakes with your friends along the way. I think the most fun thing about playing Bryn is getting to do my horrible accent. I'm always trying to get better at doing voices and accents, and I've had a lot of fun really learning who she is through doing her voice. And also just getting to step out of my shoes a little bit and play someone who really knows who they are and what they want and is so determined. I don't feel like that often in life, so it's nice to kind of put those shoes on for a little bit.
Hello, my name's Moves, and I play Ron in Casters and Cantrips. A little bit about Ron. Ron is a Firbolg Oath of the Ancient Paladin. Ron is pretty much kind of like that gentle giant. He's a gentle soul despite him being so large in stature. And the thing Ron values the most is family and friendship. So will do anything it takes to protect the ones he loves, even if it's at the cost of his own life. Let's see, Ron loves to play the flute in his pastime, and he's a big fan of fishing. He loves it. Gets any chance they're by the water, Ron's gonna fish. Let's see what else. Ron also likes to just let it all out. He's in all day in his armor. When he get a chance to relax, he just likes to lay there in his loincloth, blowing in the wind, And I think one of the most favorite things I love about Ron is that he doesn't understand idioms or phrases. So if someone were to say break a leg, it would confuse Ron very much.
Why would you break a leg? This is not good.
So it makes it really fun to roleplay Ron. What Vin means to Ron, he kind of sees Vin as a daughter. You know, he's always looking out for her, always making sure he protects her. And he also learns a lot from Vin. Like, Ron didn't really understand winking. Vin had explained what winking meant to him. Also, a lot of idioms that come across when Ron makes him so literal. Vin takes the time to explain what it really means. So it takes Ron a bit, but he's slowly catching on. Ron is Ron. I don't know. I think Ron is super unique, but if I had to choose something, I guess loyal. Ron is very loyal to his friends. He considers them as family. He'll do whatever it takes to protect them, you know, even at the cost of his own life. I think, though, sweet justice to Ron is basically, I guess, like a coat of arms for his family. He considers everyone in the party family. He feels that close to them.
Hi, I'm Mac and Tease Please, and I play Vin. Vin is a little bit of a spunky character. She's a Harley Quinn type, so she's gonna do what she wants, when she wants to do it. But she's also good too. She's that friend that always takes things just like a little bit too far. Like if you're thinking of like high school superlatives, she's probably like most voted to go to jail or something. But being with her friends, they kind of ground her a little bit, make her realize that like not everyone is bad or not everyone deserves to die by fire or something. I don't know. She is a little wild and crazy. She doesn't really know who she is at heart. I don't really think she knows where she comes from. She's always been a wanderer, always kind of going from town to town, causing mischief, getting kicked out of said town, and then she fell in with the current group she's in now, and they're wanderers and travelers themselves. So if we were in one spot for too long, Vin might get into some trouble, but at the moment, she's not getting into too much trouble because Ron and Bryn won't let her. If I were to explain Vin in one word, it would be chaotic. And not just because she's a wild magic sorcerer, really because she just doesn't care. She doesn't care what you think. She doesn't care if you're a king, if you're a queen, if you're a nobleman. Like literally, she's going to say what she wants to say, and she is full on chaotic. I also think that she forgets sometimes that she's working in a group and that we have to do what the group wants to do, not necessarily what she wants to do. So that may lead to some things that might happen, or some people might die that aren't supposed to necessarily die. And that's just her chaotic energy. That's what she is at heart, is just chaotic.
And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you've secured some snacks, stretched your appropriate appendages. Where we left off is you were about to question one of the verbigs that you did not let escape as they were trying to flee.
And
So you're
our,
at the top of this escarpment with this unarmed verbig who's beaten quite to shit, I believe, a little bit.
they speak common, right? We heard this one say that in common.
They said it in giant, but you believe they can speak both.
Okay. Okay, friend, here is your chance to live. It all depends on how you answer.
All right, what's your
Here's some
question?
questions. One moment, and I'm gonna like kind of whisper to Ron. And is there a language that we all know? Does Ron know Elvish?
Elvin, yeah.
I'll say, and Bryn's not very good at Elven, but she'll say in her kind of like pretty decent Elven. What should we ask him about? You want to ask him if he has seen your master and what's her face up in these parts?
Nah. Can't we force this guy to be like a guide for us, maybe? Like, ask the parts that aren't marked on the map, ask him maybe what sort of dangers lurk in those areas. What type of terrain is exactly, something that I feel like he would probably know. I don't know how old these guys are. They've probably not seen. I don't know.
The only thing Ron is worried about is he will lure us to his friend's camp and trap, or try to lure us to a dangerous area, try to get us killed. Not very trustworthy.
Well, we already have a direction in mind, right? We just don't know exactly what's there. So if he tries to steer us to another spot, we'll know he's trying to trick us. But we ask him and point exactly to the location we're going. Maybe we should do that. Yeah, I don't know then. I figured like we could use him as a guide, but maybe not. Maybe we don't tell him where we're going.
We just ask him where his settlement is, or just general questions about the area.
Yeah, we can ask him what is the deal with his group? How many? Where are they? Right?
You ask him.
Do it. Oh, Brent's not here.
Are you asking him? You speak common.
Is that what Ron? We're still speaking Elvish. Okay. Do you want to?
Elvish.
You know
Hey,
that.
big guy. Well, where's your camp?
Wherever we damn well please. Well, we're gonna take yours.
Gonna take our camp? It's just small fire.
It's better than no fire. We're gonna take all your stuff too.
You don't have a settlement. You just roam wasteland.
Right.
Where do you sleep? Get out of the blizzard.
Build fires. Nice places like this. Little holes in the wall. Wherever we can.
Is he speaking in common right now?
Mm-hmm. He speaks
Okay.
common.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Do we?
Sorry about killing your friends, but you did try to rob us and eat us.
I mean, that's the whole point, right? So
Yeah, I'm not really
we
sorry.
couldn't kill you. You killed them. I want to get the fuck out of here, and me and my
Boy.
mate over there are gonna do something else.
Bryn, you have that. You have the map, right?
Yeah, here.
You often find travelers to encroach upon.
Not this far north, but this is sort of a bit of a opportunistic for us.
Have you seen other travelers other than us?
Occasionally here or there, someone who kind of strikes the fancy. More often than not, creatures and such, but
What about a human gentleman and a small old woman.
Nothing like that.
Okay.
Well, there was a small woman and a dragon-like man. We took a lot of their stuff.
That's fascinating. Do you remember kind of in what direction you saw them in? Because we're
He
interested
points
in them.
back the direction that you came. He's describing Jillian and Kurok.
Ah.
Killed them.
Oh, I didn't kill them. They gave up. We just took the shit. Stuff that we
And-
wanted anyway.
Hence why they froze.
Bryn's looking really upset.
Eh,
Sort
That's
of
the other
good
thing. You give
people.
up. We don't kill you. We just take your things.
It's
We're
the
not-
same difference as killing.
Bryn, on the map, that unfilled in area.
Hmm.
Maybe he knows what's over there.
Are you saying that in Elvish?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't know exactly where we're going.
Yeah, that's not. I don't want to like. I'll say in Elvish. I don't want to point out where we're going in case they try to rob us again.
Hmm.
I mean, they could just track us from here.
That's true. I'm gonna point it out to him and see what he says.
Just, what's in that area? What can, is it?
Yeah,
No.
tell us.
Sort of looks at your map. Mountain. I
Nothing
don't have a
weird.
reason to really go that far.
No weird structures, no crazy shit.
Looking for structure. He points back towards Gordek.
Yeah. Well, I have no more questions.
Ron, you have any questions?
No.
Sort of like clutching his side. Can I go now?
Yeah, 1 minute. First, I'm gonna need you to get all your stuff and put it on the ground. All of it.
He takes off his pack, puts his shield, or his shield and his spear are already in the snow. He puts his pack down.
I said all of it.
We'll freeze to death.
It's not our problem. Apparently, that's how things work up here.
Right? And he starts taking off like his armor and his clothing and goes down to his skivvies.
I'm not even letting him keep his skivvies. He's
Okay.
gonna be butt naked.
He's butt naked.
Then he can leave.
Can you at least patch me up? You see the big gash sort of in his side.
Again, I don't see how that is my problem. Good luck to you, sir.
Fine. And he sort of starts trudging off and he starts walking down with his head hanging low and then he starts picking up and he starts yelling, Malthus, hold on, wait up, wait up! And he starts to run towards the person that ran away from you all earlier. And he disappears into the night.
Anybody want some gross giant clothes?
No, I was
not
wondering what
really.
you're gonna do with that.
I'm gonna pick it up and throw it down onto the fire.
Sure, you just chuck
Yeah.
it off the escarpment.
There was
One's
a
a
pack.
little hurt, but not a lot of hurt. But
We should have rummaged the pack first.
Well, I didn't throw the pack in the fire. I threw the clothes in the fire.
Oh,
Yeah. Is there anything in the pack?
3 days worth of rations. Give or take. They had hide armor that's for large size. They had normal shields for large size creatures and spears for large size creatures.
If nobody wants any of it, I'm gonna throw it all in the fire or bury it in the snow so we can't come pick it up.
sure.
you do you, bro.
It isn't right that they get to live when What were their names? Jillian?
Jillian and Kurok.
And Jillian and Karak. They didn't mean harm to anybody.
This is the way of things out here.
Yeah.
Should have killed them.
He was unarmed.
That's
So
why
That's
I don't know
he
why
didn't.
anyone wouldn't want to live up here. But
I don't know. It wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for like those horrible badger things with all the arms and these giant assholes. I mean, look, you could build like a really nice lodge up on that hill and you could go skiing. Nice place. The air, real crisp, good for health.
Well, Ron does not believe they will try to mess with us again.
I hope not. Anyways, let's go. I don't want to camp here again. Let's put out the fire and keep moving.
Ron, you're noticing that your neck is just sort of feeling very warm. And you're not really that hurt, but one of the strikes had gotten you just in between your armor on your neck, and it just feels warm to the touch.
And,
Okay, Ron?
oh, it's just kind of hot.
Here, drink up. This will help.
Okay.
Can I make a medicine check? He says it's hot.
Sure.
Okay. 8? I always roll bad at things I should be good at.
This wound looks superficial. I don't know why he's being a baby about it.
Yeah, why
Just-
is he being
just
such a
scratch.
baby?
Just scratch is fine.
But you can have some
Yeah.
healing tonic if you want it.
you've had worse, huh?
Oh yeah, Ron near death many times. This is just itchy.
You can have the. Do you want the healing benefits from the healing tonic, or you just want to drink it for flavor? Are you actually injured? Okay, let me roll
Slightly
for
injured.
you. Yeah, let me roll. Let me get you. You will get 5 plus 12. Yeah. 17.
17.
Oh, I'm also gonna do that.
Oh yeah, much better.
18 for me.
It is about camp time, by the way.
Valken, you okay? You want the swig?
Yeah.
You get a lot. You get 22 healing.
That's really helpful.
I've been putting extra herbs in it each time, you know? I think I'm really getting there with recipe.
It did have a little bit of a different taste.
Yeah, a little bit of juniper.
Yeah.
Gives it that sort of wintry flavor. A little cinnamon, some red pepper, lemon juice, some the pickled fish. I poured a little bit of that in there. I'm just kidding. Although that's not a bad idea.
No, that is a bad idea.
Wait, if we
You
stay,
want
it's camp
people to
time.
drink this, right? You don't want people to not drink this.
I don't care if they drink it or not. If they don't drink it, they more from me.
Hey. What were you saying, Ron?
It's night. It's camp time, so we do the magic hut.
Oh yeah, let me. I need about 10 minutes. Let me get to it, and Bryn's gonna start casting her. How does she cast a spell? Interesting. I didn't think about that last time. She's gonna start ritual casting Bryn's tiny hut, Bryn's tiny witch hut, and basically just taking a little crystal and drawing runes in the air, and eventually a hut forms.
All right. You have your little chicken feet hut set up there, and you all can go inside for some comfortable environments, some nice light.
Yeah, but first I'm gonna make sure Valkan goes in first, and I'm gonna set the temperature to freezing. Just want to see if he says anything.
We're doing that now?
It's the end of the day. They got you right before you cast the hut, essentially.
Ah! Time to enter this warm and cozy bubble. Valken steps back out into the cold, stands there for a second, then goes back in. Bren,
Oh, yeah, what's wrong?
did you mess up your spell?
Ugh, I never mess up spell, and I'll step inside. Feels good to me. What's wrong?
What's the matter?
Ron?
What's wrong?
Do I see my breath in here? Is it like cold?
It's like cold.
What is this?
Oh,
What is that?
you feeling okay?
I shouldn't see that in here.
Limbur's just gonna start laughing. Okay. Sorry, I fixed it. I'll just like snap my fingers and it'll just like be warm instantly.
You know, it would have been fine if there was one of those tables that you could sit under with the heat.
Hey, I said I will work on it. Look, I just learned how to be a wizard like this past year. You think I just make things appear out of nowhere?
Isn't that what magic is?
No. There's like rules and there's like it's like a science to it, sort of. You see this bag of things I carry around and I'm like jangling it.
Is it science or magic?
It's both.
That sounds awful.
Oh, well. Guess you don't want a tiny heating table to sleep and eat under.
Sounds like a lot of school.
Question.
Answer.
If you sit under table... Oh, sorry. Question for Valken. Mysterious voice in the sky. Question. If you sit under table and you put your feet under table, how do you sit, like, for your back? You just sit on floor.
Well, you can kind of lay down on your... I mean, you can kind of lay down.
Do you
if
want
you
to
want
lay down
to.
and eat at the same time? It is very bad for digestion.
I mean, you could sit up at the table, or you can recline and relax.
Sounds uncomfortable. I suppose
I
if you
don't
put
know.
enough furs everywhere, it would be okay.
Yeah, I'm not talking like sit on a stone floor. I'm talking about, some nice bed, blankets, bedding, and then the table has its own blanket.
And you said you can cook on table? What sort of cooking device are you picturing?
Some sort of heating element right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Like
Your
a
magic,
stove,
it
like
doesn't have to
fire.
be fire, right?
Oh, what else is there to heat with?
I don't know, magic.
You just try.
What, you can't make like heat?
Uh,
Well, just
could heat metal,
I don't know.
I suppose. I could make the table out of metal. Okay, I'll think on this.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I want to make this. Joe knows exactly what he's talking about. Bryn's like, what the fuck are you smoking? But I'm kind of like, man, Bryn's magic. What are those called? I forget, but that'd be awesome. Next time we get downtime.
Okay. Everybody comfy?
Yeah.
I guess we rest.
Same watch as last night?
Very good.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
So
thanks, Ron. I work
At the
very
end-
hard on it.
at the end of my 4 hours, I will look outside. So. Long rest then?
All right. So
He
you get
doesn't answer
the
quickly. I
benefit
get nervous.
of a long rest. Each of you mark a ration off of your sheet, and it is a new day.
I
So
didn't
you have the
see,
map. You've studied it. What is you're at the base of the mountains. What is the direction in which you're willing to go, or we're trying to go?
we were going to the spot that wasn't filled in, right? In the direction of the not filled in. Which is... I don't have the map.
I don't have a real map. I don't know.
In the direction of the area that's not filled in.
So yeah, more toward the northwest.
Yeah.
Alrighty, yeah, you can make it there. It will, to get into that area, it'll probably take you an additional day or so of travel, depending on weather. If something inhibits you, it might take a little longer. Alright, so you can head that direction. I will ask someone to make a survival roll to see if you stay on track of where you're trying to go on the map.
I
Has the highest.
yeah.
I think I have okay survival. I think mine's a 3.
It's gotta be better than mine.
Yeah, better than Ron's.
Mine's a +3. Is that better?
Yeah, we believe in Bryn.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 12.
Valkan was not a Boy Scout.
Bryn definitely was a Boy Scout.
12. I mean, you have a map, you know where you're looking. It's not necessarily too difficult to follow in that direction. Someone roll a d10 for me to see what happens in this day.
Well, I can do
I'm
that.
it.
Oh, you're it?
No, I said not it. I don't like
Oh.
doing that because I never know what he
can-
has planned. I don't want it to be my fault.
I already gave us a blizzard, so let's see what we get this time. If I had to guess, I would say another blizzard.
What was your roll?
9.
A 9. Okay.
I think that's
So
what I
you
rolled
are-
last time.
Making your way through these mountains, difficult terrain as you're sort of climbing and moving along. On this day, while it's not a blizzard, there is both heavy snow as well as strong winds. So not quite the blizzard, but you're getting there at this point. So anything here with these strong winds, any ranged attacks are at disadvantage. Any perception checks that rely on hearing are a disadvantage. Any open flames are extinguished at this point. It's like wind whipping through these sort of peaks and valleys in the mountains here. And then with the precipitation, it sort of limits your visibility on what you can see as well. But this does slow your travel down a bit. Nothing else happens. You're not assailed by any creatures or any other banditry or anything in this area. You are starting to get high in altitude though, as you're climbing. It's trying to make your way up. But mark one more day off of your rations, as you reach the end of the day and find some place to camp for the night.
All right, Ron will keep casting food. Magic bland
Oh.
food.
You are, so we don't have to use a ration?
Yeah, and it lasts 24 hours, so I think 45 pounds of food
Oh yeah.
cover us for the day.
Very well. All right, anything you all want to discuss before the next day of travel?
I don't know.
Valkan, what are you hoping to find out here if you find your master?
What am I hoping to find if I find him?
Oh, yes.
Like, what are you gonna say to him?
Yeah, exactly, what Bryn said.
Go. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I don't even know if he's alive, to be honest. fact, most of the time I just assumed he was dead.
You could ask him about the sword. I bet he knows all about it. You could ask him why that old lady didn't want you to find him. You could ask
Yeah.
him what the deal with the evil school is. You could
That's
ask him, what the fuck, dude? That's what I would say. First things, probably.
Yeah.
Dude is a common term up north. It means like, hey buddy, hey pal. No.
I figured. Seems a north thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Sort of
all
a
those-
northwest thing, you know.
all those things
West
sound.
Coast.
Yeah. How about I don't know. We have to find him first.
Yeah, I know. If you know what you're going to say, then when you get there, it'll be easier. You know. What you think? No. Like pretend Ron is your master, and we have finally found.
Vulcan, Ron is not Ron, but master.
I've never called you that.
Oh,
Old man.
Maybe a couple times. He wasn't that old. Okay. Anyway, go on. Dude, what is your interpretation?
Vulcan, you have found me. You have come all this way, seeking answers. Old guy is here before you.
You nailed it.
yeah, but what do you say?
It's good. Yeah,
Ron, I don't think this is working.
maybe too emotional.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably it.
Ron acting is pretty good.
It is very good. You should go into theater.
One day, maybe. Alright, Vulcan, we did not wish to, ask you about this, but in the event we find your master, this very well can happen. So, we are here for you,
Yes.
and we'll back you up.
That is the whole point. We're here to help.
I appreciate it.
Cool. You know what? I have some spell slots left before we go to bed. I should try to contact some people. Want to see if this is still okay. I'm just gonna use sending to check in with them.
Go for it.
Hello, it is Bryn and friends. Just seeing, are you okay? We still plan to rescue you as soon as we can figure out how.
A few moments go by.
What?
I say a few moments go by. I'm doing as well as I can. Appreciate you thinking of me. It's far too dangerous just to come for me. Why would you risk that?
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use one more sending spell. Unfortunately, it is not just for you. Have you ever heard of of the demon called Orcus?
Is that all? I indeed have. The Blood Lord, I believe they are called. From the Abyss. Demon Lord? You want to reply, send another?
I'll do one. My last one. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You haven't really asked anything specific.
No, I know. I didn't want to like lead the answer, right? So, and then I'll say, we have reason to believe that those holding you captive may be trying to find or summon Orcus. We fear they will open door to his plane. Do you know anything?
It admits that's not my purview, but if that's the case, they must be stopped. Opening a portal there would be catastrophic.
I don't have any. I'm not going to use any more spell slots. So that's pretty much all I say.
Yeah. Funny enough, immediately after you cast that, you hear a voice in your head from Ascending, which is funny because you used yours up. So, you hear in your head, I know what they're doing. They're looking for the wand. It's here. On this plane. I don't know where. I don't know how. What do you know? This is Ophiar Zasim, the Lich, who you've both agreed to share information between each other. And he seems to uncover what they're doing.
They're looking for the wand and it's on this plane. I'm gonna tell the others that. It's Ulfim Nazar. He wants to know what we're doing. Have we learned any valuable information that I should tell him? Wait, do I have to respond like immediately after, or?
Within relative amount of time, because it's a back and forth.
Okay, I'll just say that real quick and then start responding. And that way, hopefully, Ron or Volcano, if they have anything to add, will speak up before I'm done.
We still have to meet up with the people from Ramcrown to set up the meeting with the Salon people.
Okay. We are resolving some unfinished business in the north. As soon as business resolved, we will be in touch. We need to find a way into Salon.
Some time goes by. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, cool. Oh, he used another sending, so I could technically respond. Very good. By the way, you don't happen to know anything about far to the north of Ordek, do you?
A few moments go by. No. Say that again, you broke up.
Oh, I just said, okay, well, I tried.
He's pretty cavalier with his sending because he doesn't care how many words he uses. How little.
Ron trying to remember or think if we discovered any information.
I don't think we've really found it. We did some research, but we didn't really find anything.
We told them about Ixius, yes, in the Black Zone field space?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay.
because I was hoping he could help us figure out where they're at.
I got nothing.
It is spell slots. I'm going to go to sleep, but we should talk about what we're doing next soon after we find Valkian's master. I'm sorry, old man. Once we find Valkian's old man.
Father? Stepfather?
Not
Adopted
old.
father.
You said it was old man, not master?
Teacher.
Oh,
Teacher. Got it.
sorry.
It is same word? No?
What?
Teacher, master, same.
I suppose. It's fine.
It's what we call okay. Well, good night.
Night.
So you all turn in for the evening under the tiny hut, and you have maybe a half day or a full day to get to this region that looks, it's untraversed based on the map that you have. So you wake up the following day deep into the mountains. Someone make a survival roll for me to see if you can accurately follow the map.
Okay. A natural one.
Natural 1. This doesn't mean that you can't find the area. This means that you're just going to take all day to do it.
Okay.
Instead of
Sorry,
arriving
team.
any earlier. And then also roll a d10 for me, someone.
Seven.
7. The snow has lifted. The wind is no longer whipping around you. And about as good of a day as in the dead of winter climbing the Himalayas as it is. It's not warm by any means, but visibility is fine. It's light snowfall. You seem to have lucked out on this day. So as you traverse into the mountains, you are climbing through, finding winding paths, marking the areas that you think that you're crossing by, and then you circle back and you pass the same area once again from the survival roll. But at the end of the day, you finally get to the area that you believe is where this map is sort of empty. You can either continue pushing on into the darkness to see what you can find, or you can rest another day.
You, Valkan. We are so close, but if you want to wait till daylight, that's also fine.
Well, I mean, we don't know exactly what we're looking for out here, so we might as well do it when we can actually see something.
That's a good point.
Okay.
So at night it's easier to see campfires and smoke and things.
True. Yeah.
Also, I forgot to ask you to roll some Constitution saving throws for today.
Well, here we go.
Mm, 11.
15?
You guys get +3.
Ooh,
What's the temperature?
18.
Am I safe?
For now, yes.
Okay.
Ron, you barely succeeded. So at this point, you're getting into the point where you're in high altitude, which basically means, since you're so high up in the mountains, the oxygen available to you is a little reduced. Each hour that you spend traveling at a high altitude essentially counts as 2 hours. So the amount of time that you can travel without getting exhausted is cut in half.
Makes sense.
Yeah, y'all are way out there at this point. But you have a direction. You know where you're going to go. You mark off your next
This-
ration. This has marked a full week that you all have been in the frozen wastes, but you're so close.
So Valkan's miserable.
I mean,
Is Ron
Yes and
using
no.
food again? You're
Yeah,
giving us
well-
food again?
I'll keep making food.
Thanks.
yes
Thanks,
and no.
friend.
I'm definitely not as cold as I could be because of the boots.
Yeah, those came in handier than I thought.
Yeah. Keeps me mobile.
All right. You gain a long rest, and this marks the 8th day, I believe, that you all are in the frozen wastes, uncharted essentially, off the map. So far north that really nothing or no one likes to live in this area.
Hey, maybe we can claim this spot and call it Sweet Justice Land. Hmm?
Oh, you're reconsidering my idea about building a lodge, ski lodge.
Oh, you want to come back, Falcon? Like this is our main base
Oh no
operation?
no.
I mean, we could do that.
I'm just saying we could have put our names here and then give that information to a cartographer and be like, here's
I mean, the only cartographer we know is dead.
yeah.
Yes. Damn.
Wait, am I wrong?
I know. I'm going to assume that they were not the only one in the world. But
Never met another one.
anyway, we could
To be
say,
fair.
hey, we found this place. You can mark it down and pass it along on your maps. Sweet Justice Land. Or something.
Volcanland has a better ring to it. Brinland,
Falconland.
Ronland,
And Pitland.
Inland. What?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pittland.
Because we're north of
doesn't-
Bordek, and if you use Valkan, then they'll be like, who's Valkan? But if you say Brad Pitt, they all know Brad Pitt.
Hmm.
Then maybe they would not like that Brad Pitt claimed the northern lands of
Yeah,
that
I
town.
don't know if that's a good idea, actually.
What is main attraction?
Ian.
Nothing. It's like one of those things. You've been there, you get to claim it,
I don't know if that's how that works.
isn't it?
You sure?
I don't know.
Like if no one has been here before, but do we know that?
I don't know. Maybe one person or two.
One doesn't think anyone will contest.
It's a good point. We can give it a try.
The only
Okay,
other
this
people
is
here
Sweet Justice Land.
were the little old lady and my teachers. So
Maybe they already named it.
I
Hmm?
don't see their flag.
Well, I don't see
We
our
have
flag.
flag?
Do we have a flag?
I don't know, Ron. Do we
The
have a
Sweet
flag?
Justice flag.
We should work on a banner.
Ron, put your
Yeah.
tabard on a pole.
No, Ron's keeping this one. Old one. Ron could use old
Yeah, put your old one on a pole.
Do we have a pole?
one. No.
Well, we had one. We had an extra spear from that giant guy, but I think I broke it and threw it in the woods.
Yes.
We'll come back to it. Let's keep.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
we
keep it
come
in
back.
mind. On the way back, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll look
Well,
around.
moving. I think the snow is. We're getting delirious. Also, don't stare at snow too much.
Why?
Because the sun, it will reflect right up into your eyeballs and burn them out of your head.
Really? Ron's never
Oh, yeah.
heard of this
It is
before.
called snow blindness. It happens if you're too long in the snow, and it is too sunny. Luckily, it's been blizzarding nonstop, so we haven't had to worry about that.
Okay, Ron will
Yay.
keep that in mind then.
So, we wander around.
Yes, you are looking for something. What exactly are you looking for up here?
Anything out of the ordinary?
Signs
So-
of life.
Signs of
once
life?
So I'll give you all an option. You can either use survival to look for sign of someone or something passing through here, or you can use perception to look and try and see things out of the ordinary, maybe a cave or something along those lines.
I'm pretty perceptive.
Yeah, do that.
Can we do
This is for all of
one
you.
person, one? Oh, everybody's doing the same check?
Nope. Whatever you want.
Oh.
We can each do our own.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do survival then.
Any bonuses floating around?
Ron cannot open that department.
14.
11 survival.
13 perception.
Okay. For the first half of the day, with an 11, you're really not sure what you're looking for up here, Ron. This is a little out of your element. Like you lived in the Tyrian region up north, but not like this. It all just looks like white snow and mountains to you. Valken, you see a couple outcroppings you think might be caves worth exploring, but they're sort of just like in for maybe 10 feet, more of like an overhang than anything. And Bryn, you find more of the same. Make another check for me again for the second half of the day.
Need a quick up something.
All right. Nat 20, so 25 perception.
Mm-hmm.
That's good because I got 8.
Mm-hmm. And what about Bryn?
It's too much snow.
Second. I'm reading. I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for?
Every now and then, if we stop to just take a breather, I'm going to do a ritual casting of Detect Magic.
Okay.
It only lasts for 10 minutes, but I figure if I cast it, use it for 10 minutes, walk a little longer, maybe something will ping. So
Nothing in your range. Is it 30 feet?
yeah, it's not a big range. It's kind of I got no other ideas.
Valken, this is starting to get to be a pain in the ass. You're cold, but you're comfortable because of your boots. You're just wet. You're trudging through the snow. Like it's an odd feeling. You're soaked. Like it's the snow's soaking through you, but you're not cold because you have magic boots. And it's just
I got ice on my eyelashes.
Yeah, it's just a pain, and you're just tired of looking. You're questioning what you're doing up here. You could die up here potentially. Your friends could die up here. You're out in climbing mountains for what? Because some shady criminal syndicate person just said so.
Yeah.
Bryn, you're not really finding anything in here. Ron, you see, you start to think that maybe there isn't anything out here. Maybe you're not sure. What am I looking for? Where are these things going to be? And you're scanning around. You don't see anything. You're sort of in a little low spot in the climb, and you just start looking up at the sun, wishing it was warmer, wishing that you weren't so damn cold out here. And as you sort of look up, you catch the eye line of another ridge, and you see an opening into a cave structure.
Oh, look up over there. Ron sees
I don't
the
see.
opening.
Are you going snowblind?
No, Ron did not look. No, not blind.
Okay, just checking.
But if Bryn is blind, Ron can cure that. Remember?
Oh no, I'm fine.
No, look.
And Ron takes Bryn's head and is like, there.
Oh, I see it now.
Ready, Valken?
So
It could be nothing, but it's something.
Hey, if it gets us out of the snow.
yeah, if nothing else, it's a good place to camp for the night.
But
How
be
we
careful.
get up there though?
You know, something always lives inside caves, so you never know.
Oh
Be
yeah,
on
it
your
could be
guard.
bear.
Well, let's go find out then.
How high up is it?
40, 50 feet. But you all have climbing kits. So
Do
you've used them many times before.
Yeah, my skills.
Yeah, Val can just walk.
Like I don't have a climbing kit. I had some rope, but I used it.
Yeah.
Left it.
One has it.
Those I probably would have bought more actually.
Mm-hmm. But that whole time I was like, are you sure you guys got everything you need?
Yeah, I know. I did not buy a climbing kit though. I don't know why I didn't. That seems like common sense.
But eventually you all can make your way up here between
Is it
Falcon
okay if I
walking up.
say I bought rope though?
You have a rope already, so
No, I used it.
Oh, wait. Before we start, right before we start climbing up, can I, from the angle we're at, finally utilize the thing I spent 1,000 gold on?
yes.
Ooh, I forgot.
Can I like look at the opening? Can I pick up any details? Like maybe is there, I don't know, markings or something around the entrance?
So you've remembered that you've bought a spyglass.
I did.
And are intending to use it. So you look and
It's exciting.
this looks about as high as you can run up the side of a wall, to the point where if you ran, you could catch the ledge and pull yourself up.
Okay.
What you do notice is that the sort of rocky walls and snow below this ledge, it looks smooth down, like smooth ice down below it. Like it's been like worn or something, like maybe something fell off of it and revealed underneath.
Okay. What does that tell me?
And it's, if the opening is maybe 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, there is like in a line down below it in the middle, just all the way down to where you are, of just it's worn in sort of ice.
So that's like a spot maybe we should climb around to get there. Like it's looks like
Is it like a path?
It doesn't matter to you,
confused.
Falcon.
Well, yes, that's true.
It's worn down, well worn. That's all you can see from it.
I guess I'm having a little bit of
Like something is brushed against it, like something has been pushed against it over a long period
Like
of time.
something's traveled
over
that
and
way.
over and over and over. Like it's almost eroded.
Okay, so it's just like flat. Is it going straight up, or you said it was going at an angle?
It's a sheer wall where
Sheer
this
wall
opening
that's
is, and
flat.
just Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Well. Yeah, that gives me some ideas of what that could be, but it's nothing I don't think that's noteworthy for the climb, so I don't think. Well, yep, that's definitely an opening. I'm just gonna put this 1,000 gold thing back in my pack. Let's go.
Remind me next time when you have that, because it can give you some other help for perception and things far away.
Okay.
Because I couldn't keep track of it. I forgot you bought it. So
It took me so long to process. I keep looking through my items and I see like 1,000 and I'm like, and then just forget about it.
So Falcon, you can easily, you get a running start, and then you kip up to the side of the wall and hop, 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 hitting these sort of smoothed over stone, and right at about the top of your run, which is what, 55 feet, 50 feet?
55, yeah.
55, you grab your hand on the bottom and you pull yourself up. And then you can help the rest of them in any way that you see fit. If Ron has a climbing kit, if Bryn has a rope, you can usually anchor it for them, and then bring it down to
That's
them.
cool.
I will do so.
All right. So each of you can make your way up. Not quite as easily as Valken, but we have the time. You have the tools. You can make your way in, and it's a little 10 by 10 tunnel, and then it starts to widen, maybe by 15 by 15, and sort of curves around in this area, leading into a quite a large tunnel or cave, or you're not sure.
Once we're a few feet in, and to a point where like the wind on the outside is not so loud, can I listen and see if I hear the sound of creatures or anything that would maybe be further in before we
Sure.
go too far?
Make a perception.
Come on. Yeah, that's good. 24.
You hear maybe the faintest sound. You can't tell if it's moisture that is dropped from the stalactites on the top of this cave, or a rock falling or something, but it's very subtle. But you heard something deeper within.
I will say we should probably move as quietly as we can. I feel like there might be something else deeper inside.
Hold on, let Ron sense. There's something bad.
I'm not saying divine sense.
No pings on any of the criteria.
At least no one dead so far.
That's great. No, really.
Ron
It's
could
good
not
news.
detect anything.
It's good news, but the faintest of sounds were coming from inside, so I think it's
Okay.
as quiet as you possibly can.
Ron and Bryn are not stealthy.
Mm.
Maybe
So I said
Mhm.
it.
you want to
As
check
you-
out first?
Sure. I'll go first.
Or you want us to come is okay too.
No. That's it makes sense. It's a good call. I will sneak along and go, let's say, 20 feet ahead of you as we move? Or you just want me to go as far as I can? Do you want me to be a scout, or you just want me to lead real far ahead?
How far away from the entrance?
10 feet, 15 feet, however deep you want to be at this point, because it comes in and curves around.
You probably heard this whole conversation
Here,
already.
oh, it's a good point. But here, take this. I'm gonna give you the. Where is it? What's it called?
I assume we're whispering on
Horn
this.
of Silent Alarm. Do you have proficiency with a musical instrument?
I don't think that matters for the horn silent alarm.
Okay, good.
It's just a
Basically, he can
kind of
play
thing.
it, and then only we will hear it, right?
It's like a war horn. You just blow into it,
Right, but only we will hear it, right?
if that's how what he designates.
You go as far as you want to, but the second you feel like something is wrong, then you come back.
Or blow horn if you can't come back.
Or scream.
But blowing horn, they will not know you have signaled us, so you could stay hidden. Just think only Ron and Bryn can hear when you're blowing.
Okay. Noted. I will be seeing you then.
Good luck.
And I'm gonna go forward by myself, slowly and carefully.
Sure, make a stealth roll.
Oh boy. I am no rogue.
Better than we would be. By a lot.
I got 11.
Okay. So you're sneaking your way around, and you sort of turn the corner, and you don't see anything there as it winds back and then S curves back around.
Okay. I will push further.
You come around the other S curve. Nothing there. You see that it sort of straightens out a bit, and there's maybe like a 10-foot sort of gap here, and like a crevasse, I guess crevice. I'll have to remember which is which, but a hole in the ground that sort of like bisects this little like tunnel, and you can feel like warmth coming from this. Like it's almost like a vent, like of heat or something. It looks really deep. Easy for you to jump over though.
Okay. Is there a smell wafting up with the heat? Is it like sulfurous or?
No, it's like think of like a naturally occurring like heat vent. Maybe this goes deep into the mountain. Maybe it
That's why I wondered if there was an odor. Okay. Yes, I will proceed further.
Okay. You come across and there's a sharp left turn. Is the next area, and the things are a little warmer here. Like it doesn't feel that bad around this little vent. It's not in the negatives at this point.
Okay. Still nothing of note.
As you turn to the left, and as you're sort of rounding the corner, think of how you see things from right to left. A sort of area opens. You can see some dried stains on the floor, extremely old. You're not sure what it is. It's like a ruddy brownish color. You see furs strewn about as you continue to turn around this corner with this horn in your hand that Bryn has given you. As you make the turn, you feel a hand grab your wrist firm, and you see a palm or like a knife edge of someone's hand at your throat. This person is wearing heavy furs, a hood over their head. You see a sort of blondish graying beard poking out underneath.
Is their face mostly hidden by the hood though?
At this point, yes. And as they're grabbing your wrist, it feels like a stone. Your wrist unmoving. Strong grip. And you see the hood raise and look you in the eyes, where you see blonde, graying hair underneath the hood. And you see these soft eyes, these soft blue eyes that look familiar to you, looking into you. And you hear a voice coming from under this hood. Oh, Valken, what have you done? And the voice is what sets it in your memory. A voice you haven't heard for 15 years or more. Memories come rushing back when you were 8 years old, when you tried to steal from someone in the markets of Falshir, and instead of giving you a boot to push you further down into the gutter, they extended a hand to you to lift you up out of squalor. A man that taught you everything you knew, not about just martial arts, but about being a good person. This is Gin. Last time you saw him, he was around 50 years old. He should look older, but he doesn't. The only thing that makes him look older is that there's gray in his hair. But as you look behind his eyes and you see his face that's buried under this bushy beard that he probably kept himself warm with, it's like he hasn't aged a day. And you're snapped back into your reality as your memories come rushing back to you, and you hear that question coming out of his mouth. Falcon, what have you done?
Thought you were dead.
It's
We
what I
all
wanted you.
thought you were dead.
It's what had to happen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We lost people.
I know. I did the best that I could. For everyone. Not just the school. You see him reach into under his furs, and he pulls out a small stone. One that seems similar to those that have been given to your group, or those that you've seen along the way. And he grips it tightly, and you see etchings, runic magic begin to light up. And he just says, "Into the stone. I need you now." And he just drops it. His grip is loosened on your wrist, his hand removed from your throat.
Do I know what that stone was, real quick?
Sending stone.
Ah.
He's just staring at you, just his eyes full of guilt, shame, sadness.
I searched for years. Almost gave up. More times than I can count. The school stands, by the way.
You weren't supposed to find me. No one was supposed to find me. By design. Just being here puts you in danger.
Care to explain?
And he just looks down, just out of shame, and sees what's at your hip or on your back. The sword. And he looks to you, bewildered, puzzled, almost afraid. Where did you get that? Why do you have this? And he pulls away from you. Are you with them? Is that why you're here?
if by them you mean the assassins,
Silent Hand.
yeah, the ones that tried to kill me too.
He lets his guard down a little.
I'm not gonna lie. I bought this sword, not knowing what it was. Then I find out that it belonged to you, at least at one point. So I held on to it. Not that I have a choice. In the hopes that I could use it to find more information on you. I met the old woman.
Did she lead you here?
Nope. Nope. She asked me not to find you.
It's for your own good. For the good of everyone.
Too late for that?
You hear in your mind, Falcon, it was all a lie. This old crotchety son of a bitch. Look what he put you through. Look what he's done to you. For what? Selfish liar.
When I can telepathically speak.
Yeah,
I
it's
always forget
telepathic.
if yeah. To the sword, I say, nope. Nope. There's none of those things.
He betrayed you. You fought this hard, trying to find an inkling of what happened. Your home, your school destroyed because of him? Lying to everyone? You said it. You lost people. He could have saved you if he wanted.
I'm just gonna shrug it off.
And you see again looking at you. You're talking to him, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe.
Jezroth.
It's quite a bit the same.
Jezroth is his name.
Yeah, I've called him Jezzy a few times, but
I'm sure you have questions.
a lot. But first,
You can tell your friends they can come inside now.
I was about to call for
We're like
them
out
anyway.
front. Like, do you think he's dead?
Oh, he didn't scream.
He could still be dead.
But not
Is
Falcon.
there Bren? Ron?
Oh, good, he's alive.
Everything
Coast is
okay?
Clear.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we'll go inside.
Yep, and you follow Valken. You wind around the corridors, going over the sort of heat vent, and you see Valken speaking to someone. Their hood's pulled down. You see some very long, sandy blonde hair with gray in it. The big bushy beard It's like someone who hasn't cut their hair or their beard in who knows how long. More out of utility than anything.
Your teacher, Vulcan?
That's right.
Hello, teacher. One is Ron.
Do you still consider yourself my teacher?
I don't consider myself much of anything anymore. You may call me Gin, Ron.
This one is Bryn. She's speechless right now.
Just nods to her.
Greetings. I guess I'm shocked to see how do you do? And I'll do like a weird bow curtsy thing, like awkwardly.
That's not necessary.
Oh, okay. Sir.
These are the ones who helped me get here. Who've watched my back, who fought alongside me, who saved my life countless times. All because they felt like my journey was a worthy one.
Well, where to begin? What would you like to know?
We can start with the day you disappeared. And our school was destroyed. What happened?
They found me. They found where I was. And I knew that they would find me wherever I went. So I went where I thought no one could find me. Yet here you are. I was much like you when I was a boy. Nowhere to go. Not a copper to my name. And someone reached down a helping hand, so I thought. And I accepted it, not knowing what it meant. But I would have traded anything to be out of the gutters. And that's when I joined the Silent Hand. And I was a good student. I excelled. I wanted to earn the gift that I was given. The things that I was taught. I feel like that I didn't deserve them, so I tried so hard to make everyone else around me happy, to make them proud. Till I found that I had no equal. And I was presented with that. And he points to your sword. Sword of 1,000 victories. The one that you saw in his name in the ledger that belonged to him and a long line of other assassins. And then I learned what was being kept in that sword. It whispered to me. It told me things that you wouldn't believe. My eyes were opened. I didn't earn what was given to me. A curse was given to me. So I ran. I fled out of fear, out of cowardice, seeking any help that I could find. And that's when I found Sunde. She felt sorry for me. She helped me. She helped me get rid of that thing. I thought they were all lies, but it told me it couldn't be true. None of it could be true. So I got rid of it. Somewhere I hoped no one would find. She helped me build the academy. 2 years before I found you. And I knew that I had to be different. I would teach children like I was to be good, to do good in this world, to make themselves better. I was a fool to think that I could just run away from them, that they wouldn't find me. But they did. They burned everything that I hoped for and dreamed for and worked so hard to do. They burned it to the ground. And there's nothing that I could do because I knew wherever I went, whatever I did, anyone around me would be in peril. So I left again. I asked Sunde again to help me. I tried to find the sword, because if I had to be gone, then so did it. I couldn't find it. It wasn't there. It was gone. So I ran. And I hid. On my own, here. So no one would find me. So no one would know what I am, who I am, what I'm meant to be. I still get the nightmares. They're agonizing. I am doomed, Falcon. My existence is doomed. This is what that sword told me. And I knew in my heart that they were right. No one is safe with me. No one. And I'm sorry that you found me, because that means you're not safe anymore. And it's my fault.
You've only ever been one thing to me and every other student at that school. And that is the teacher that picked us up when we were down, taught us, fed us, and trained us out of the kindness of his own heart. The school stands. Your students rebuilt it. As far as I'm concerned, you are still the teacher of that school. You can stay hiding here in this cave till you die, or you can come back with me and assume your place where you're supposed to be, where you should be, is at that place, helping those kids now.
Falcon, you're better off without me. Everyone is better off without me. And you hear in your mind, do you know what he is yet? Do you? Come on, you can guess. Come on, Falcon. You're a smart boy. What is he? Do you want me to say it?
It's broken.
Oh, he's much more than that. Much more than broken. Of course I broke him because I told him the truth, but he deserved to know. He deserved to know.
Yeah. What truth is that?
You really don't know, do you? He is doomed, Falcon. He is the wand.
You say the one?
The wand.
The wand? Oh,
He is
shit.
the wand. The implement of the Blood Lord. The wand of Orcus. It always exists in one form or another. Of course, not all of him, just his skull and his spine ripped from his body, but you know, semantics.
Why should I believe you?
You don't have to believe me because it's true. I don't care what you think. You'll see soon enough. Tick-tock, Falcon. Tick-tock. He's talking to you again, isn't he? What is he telling you?
Nothing, just that you could be something that an evil entity needs to, I don't know, come back. Is that true?
That's why I ran. The only thing that I am now, the only thing that I represent, is the end. Everything you love, everything that everyone has loved and cherished. It's my fault. It's me. They find me. It's over.
Wait, can one of you please explain?
I don't know.
He's gonna
If this
bring
is
an evil
true-
entity?
If you actually believe this, then I don't know. Why haven't you thrown yourself into a pit of lava or some other place where you can die hidden away? You don't actually believe it, do you?
It's not that simple.
No?
If I throw myself from these cliffs, I would just be delivering what I am on a silver platter to them.
I turn around to Ron and Vin. Funny thing, the sword claims that he is the wand. It's so. The wand.
The
thing.
wand?
The
one that we need to find and destroy.
That's the one.
Is that possible? He's a human being. He's alive. It cannot be a wand.
Well, we know that the wand is like we know this, right? That's a skull and a vertebrae.
You
We
know as
researched
well that with your research on Orcus the Bloodlord as well as his implements, the wand of Orcus, it's not destroyed. You can destroy it like they destroyed it in the Abyss, but it always is. The wand of Orcus always exists in one form or another. So killing him and destroying whatever this wand could be, even if you could get that amount of power, which you're not sure if you yourselves possess that, you'd need some help. It just means it's going to come back to some other plane, some other time, some other place.
Okay, well, this is great then. This is perfect.
I would just protect your teacher.
We have the wand, and he's on our side. He's our friend. Well, this is like best possible outcome. No, you don't agree. Okay.
I'm gonna say to the sword. I don't really have a reason to trust anything you've just told me.
Have I led you astray before, Valken?
I wouldn't say we're exactly friends.
Come on. I've helped you so much. And you doubt me?
Is there a way that I can run insight on
Sure.
a sword?
It's you know that this what's held within the sword. It's not just a sword. So yeah, insight.
Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll just do it straight up. Let me math it. 23.
You don't want it to be true. It can't be true. There's no way that he's an implement of the Blood Lord. But you have this feeling in your mind that you don't want it to be true. But that doesn't mean it isn't. And at this point, why would this entity in this sword lie to you? They have nothing to gain.
I mean, yes, but also I've never thought of it as a good thing. It could just be manipulating to be manipulative.
What's more manipulating than telling you a truth that you refuse to believe that shatters your very thoughts of the person you love the most?
I'll just say to the sword, listen to my next words closely. And I'm gonna look at Gin and say, so you're it. Doesn't change anything. Not to me. You're still the same teacher I've always known. No matter what nature you might have inside you, no matter what fiendish thing you might become, doesn't change. I don't care. I don't care. You're still the man that picked me up off the street. Fed me. Put a roof over my head. You are still the driving force behind everything I've done up till now. Because I have that much faith in you. I never gave up. You would have made me do an extra 50 push-ups if I had. Doesn't change. And I walk up to him and then just embrace him with a hug.
And he wraps his arms around you and just buries his face into your shoulder, and tears stream down his face.
Ron breaks down. He's like fucking sobbing like crazy. He's just holding Bryn.
Yeah, Bryn's just like, here, Ron, it's okay.
Squeezes you.
This wrong.
So beautiful.
And he says to you, I pushed you so hard because I knew who you would become if I did. And you haven't let me down one bit, Falcon. Better man than I could have ever imagined. And I'm proud. I'm so proud of you. And he takes a deep breath and wipes the tears from his face. And he kind of holds you out. Soon day is coming. Soon.
What does that mean?
She'll know what to do from here. She'll know what to do. And that's where we'll end our episode tonight.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you all so much
my
for
God.
watching. Thank you so much, by the way, for the raid, the Mandy. If you haven't, go follow her channel. Does some excellent D&D over there.
Oh my gosh.
You all came in at a really heavy moment that has been culminating over about 70 episodes. So I hope you enjoyed the RP. Because good stuff. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat to see who the MVP was tonight and why it was Valken. Because if you vote for anybody else, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. But the way that we do this is that you can vote who you think is the MVP of the session, and whoever wins the vote is going to get an inspiration for them to use. But with that being said, thank you all so much for the support, for the follows. If you haven't yet, go check us out on YouTube, where we've got shorts. We do an after show called Out of Combat that airs on Thursdays that talks about the behind the scenes of the episodes and what the players were thinking about. And this was going to be a doozy, by the way. I can imagine for this one. But with that being said, I'm going to go take it over to our wonderful cast so they can talk about a little bit what they do for their content creation. And then we'll come back around and wrap things up. So we'll start with our friend Moobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew.
Oh, hello. Hi, Moves Like Jaggy here from the GGN crew, also known as Eric. I'm the community manager over at Obsidian Entertainment. You may know some of the games I work on, but holy moly, goddamn, all the votes should go to Valkan because that was the most incredible RP I've ever seen ever. But you can find me at the GGN crew. I mostly play RPGs and turn-based tactic games. Currently going through Tactics Ogre Reborn. It's been fantastic. So I'm over there on Tuesdays. So yeah.
Thank you, sir. Up next, Bunny Dreadful.
Hi, I'm sorry, my brain's not working. This is crazy. I'm Bunny Dreadful. I'm actually currently streaming here on this channel because I'm just doing D&D art. So we're just doing it here for you guys. So if you like any of the art for this channel, I did all the art here. And I'm going to be doing some more D&D Disney princess character designs and art on Tuesday. So come hang out and watch me draw some D&D princesses. And I don't know what's happening. This channel, Tuesday. See you then. Bye. Love you all. Okay. Woo. Woo.
Last but certainly not least, Virtual Spectre, who plays Valken.
Yeah, that's me. Hi. I do content here on Twitch. Streams have been kind of sporadic lately. And I've been not streaming this past week because of health things, but we're doing Yakuza, Final Fantasy Crisis Core reunions coming out soon. So if you're into like any of that stuff, feel free to drop a follow and come hang out whenever I do stream.
Thank you, sir. With 100% of the vote, Valken, you of course gain an inspiration because if you didn't, they'd all be monsters. I'm next with DM of Cashes and Cantrips. We have streams Tuesday nights where Bun does art streams for D&D, and then we play D&D on Friday nights. We also stream to YouTube as well as have our videos there. So if you haven't yet, please go give us a subscription over to YouTube. Go check us out over there too. We have a lot of cool content. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry I cut you off, bud.
Oh no, yeah, I should have let you shout out yourself, of course, as your channel. I just want to commend VS. Like, this is his first Dungeons and Dragons campaign ever for the first time playing, and wow, just VS,
He's just
the acting,
out of
the
the
role
water.
playing.
Yeah.
Holy, I would never ever believe if you say, yeah, this is the first time playing D&D. You're just a liar. You're a straight up liar. Yeah.
He's a grizzled veteran now.
I don't know. I mean, that scene was almost mostly Max, though, for real.
Hey, and if you guys want to hear what they thought about it, go check out of Combat. It's going to air Thursday when we talk about it behind the scenes.
Just saying we should do it live.
But anyway, we also head out to our website, cashesandcantrips.com. We're on every podcast service that your brain can think of. We've got merch, and we have Patreon too if you want to support a couple different tiers there. One will even let you make an NPC in my world. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Stay inside, wash your hands, get vaccinated, pet cute animals, do donuts and not drugs, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.